The barbecue is your canvas. I've just used smokers and pit barrels. Low, slow cooking to trap in the flavour and the juices.
Tastes so good, make you want to slap your mouth.
That barbecue's been in my family for hundreds of years. It was the one my dad taught me to cook on. Not letting me use that barbecue would be like, I don't know, taking the bat off Bradman.
Tired of eating that barbecue from up the street? Where they give you more sauce than they give you meat? Well, bring your big ass down to Bruh's Barbecue, 15837 South Crenshaw Boulevard. That's right off Manchester. Bruh's Barbecue.
It's no your fault, convict. All your pitiful palate has ever known is gristly slabs of inferior meat. Here's a meat so delicate, so flavoursome, so transcendental. If I can get you to love that meat the way you love that barbecue, victory's in the bag.
Tastes so good, make you want to slap your mama. Don't it, Willie?
Yeah, boy.
Hey, mama.
What the hell you want with me?
Ain't but one location, so it's me and you. Barbecue tastes so good, make you want to slap your mama.
What do you guys give me if I kill that bird? Barbara, that's a bald eagle. Get away, baldy!
Fucking intros on top of intros.
Oh, yeah, we have to have intros on top of intros. It is the word, Mike at PeteCubsRadio.com. We are live here at RBQ down in the Rockaways. We made the trip from Suffolk County out here to the beautiful Rockaway Beach area, and we are broadcasting live on YouTube today.
Before we get any further, do you have any warrants?
Do I have warrants?
In the greater boroughs, Mike? Just ask me.
I don't think I have warrants. Do you have warrants? Something I should know about?
Not that I know of.
Am I going to get warrants? Should I get them?
Are we going to listen to Warrant?
Warrant? The actual band?
Fuck no.
No, I'm not going to put Warrant on. I'm not
Please
going to do that. A beautiful day down here in Far Rockaway. We are positioned right next to the smoker. If you're watching on YouTube Live.
It's a dangerous place for a fat person like myself to be.
I got a beautiful view. We'll turn the camera around at some point. If you guys are watching on YouTube, you can skip ahead, and we'll turn the camera around during the breaks and play some music down and everything so you guys can see where we're at. But we want to quickly just give thank yous to our friends here at RBQ. We got Ryan and James that asked us to come down and broadcast live from the event. This is Rockatauk. We're here basically to hang out, eat some food, drink some good craft beer. James has brought beer from all over New York, lower New York.
Brewers Collective,
Yep.
Long Beach,
Yep.
Oyster Bay,
Go.
Greenport,
Sing.
Omegang,
Preach.
Sloop,
Sloop.
Blue Point,
Barrier.
Barrier, Lithology,
Montauk.
Montauk,
There's stuff from everywhere. A little bit of everything. Big Alice was on that
Dubco,
list.
Big
Dubco.
Alice.
Yeah, it's great concept. And he's doing this all at the restaurant, so there's a lot going on here. You might hear a lot of noise in the background, but what else is different about that here at the Wort live broadcast? It's never a nice, soft, quiet atmosphere. And thanks, Pete. I feel like I haven't done a live show with you for quite some time.
November.
I know. I'll say it again. I did miss you at AC, and we had a good time. And
Bullshit.
this is not quite the AC Beer Fest, which is fine. This is going to be a nice little spot, and we got people here already gathering in.
Friends.
Lots of people coming down already, drinking. Again, you're only seeing us in the background, but everyone's out over there.
I apologize.
What, just you and me?
No, that's there.
Oh, no, that's fine. People like to see your pretty face, Pete.
That's a lie. Big thanks to Dan from Long Beach.
Yeah, Dan's
for
here.
hooking us up with this.
Yeah,
setting this whole thing,
Dan made this all
us,
happen.
And, we'll be talking to him a little later, hearing what's going on with the brewery and changes and beers and things.
So do you want to? We went through the whole menu of what's going on. Maybe we ask somebody to grab us one of those beer menus after Ryan has
yes.
made it happen. So this is going on down here at RBQ in Far Rockaway. Go ahead and just type that into a Google search and or a Waze, and you'll get down here. And plenty of people down here, great food. It's actually right over the bridge, so it's really not that bad of a ride if you're out there in Suffolk County.
Which bridge?
Yeah, well, there's like 3 bridges we did cross. You're right. Cross Bay Bridge. You go by Conduit Avenue. I think it was Conduit. I could be wrong about Conduit. I'm not quite sure, but I'm pretty sure it's Conduit off the southern state.
Belt Parkway.
We did officially invite Graz down, so we'll be interested to see if Graz does make his way down here and come and hang and talk.
Has he caused havoc on the road before?
He has a bang bus, so
No, on our show. I don't think he's caused.
no.
He has not caused a ruckus
we
on
have
one of our
never
road
have
shows.
officially invited him down to our road shows, but this is the first one. And I know if he does find out that either you are not going to do the full Beer Fest in August, that he's going to try to hook himself into that. But
Well, don't tell him.
well, I won't, but now it's on the radio, so sorry, buddy. I got people lined up for that one. We got Pete's going to come down. That's going to be our next live show. All right, so let's quickly go over this really fast. Here's the word, Mike and Pete, govsradio.com. We don't have a phone number today because we were on location. Let's go through our sponsors really quick. We're sponsored by RBQ Barbecue down here in Far Rockaway. They brought us down. They're feeding us. They're letting us drink, and we're having a great time so far. So RBQ, check them out. Go to RBQ_Rockaway on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all that other good stuff. Just Google search it. You'll find them out there. We're also sponsored by MyBomberJackets.com, My Bomber Jackets. If you want your 12-ounce, 16-ounce, 32-ounce crowler or koozie, go ahead and go into MyBomberJackets.com, select what you want, type in the promo code Wort upon checkout. Yes, there is a breeze today. You hear that breeze?
I feel that fucking breeze.
It's a breeze.
They have
cold?
also 16, 32 ounce. They
Yes.
have 22 ounces for bottles.
Yes.
I think
They
have
do
the,
wine bottles, too.
yes,
They do some
the
crazy
750
stuff.
mils.
And, of course, they'll do
for
custom
your cork
stuff.
and cage bottles when
Yeah,
you
a
want to
lot-
feel fancy like myself.
Cork and cage.
I am a big fan of cork and cage bottles.
Yeah, you do feel fancy when you have those, right?
I do.
Yeah, go on to MyBomberJackets.com and again, type in the promo code Wort, receive 15% off your order and free shipping over orders of $30.
Cork and cage
Yeah, oh, you're going back
bottles.
to this.
We're-
Okay.
I wasn't done, no.
Okay. I wasn't done talking about what I wanted to
Cork
talk
and
about.
cage bottles turn my drinking problem into a hobby. That's what I feel like.
Okay.
That and the show
Was
turns
it
my drinking problem
the
into
Fin,
just a fun hobby.
Fin, whatever?
Muffin du Monde. I
Yeah,
have
du
a
Monde.
bottle of Curio.
Okay.
Malagash that I still have to drink.
Nice. Okay. I'm going to turn my mic
Home
just a
again?
little bit that way so it's not blowing across the capsule.
Have anything wrong with gang? I'm waiting for you to come over. We have a few things from Schroes.
I'm waiting for you to come over
I
so
have,
I can bring down the sex swing from the attic. That's the way
It's
it
not in
sounded
the
like.
attic. It needs
sound-
to be
it's-
readily available.
That's
you
true.
silly goose.
I am so silly. Yeah, what were you talking about?
No, I've got
Go
a
back to your
few
non-sex
bottles.
swing talk.
I've got a few bottles of barrel-aged Troganator.
Ooh.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, wow.
And,
Where'd
I
you
think
get that?
From Trogs.
From
I have,
Trogs? Oh, that's right,
Two
when you went
bottles
down
of barrel-aged Troganator, a bottle of Wild Elf.
Ooh, wild.
The,
not the elf, it's the wild elf.
and I want to say a Saison.
A Saison bottle,
so.
cork and cage?
Cork and cage.
Ooh. Okay, I like this. I like where this is all going.
Pick it up when I'm throwing down.
I don't know if particularly I can pick it up where I threw it down, but sure, yeah. I'm going to throw us on quickly Instagram Live so anyone that's out there watching, they'll get a quick shot of my view.
Of the woman walking across the street.
Yes, there's a woman walking. There you go. So, yes, let me get back to our next sponsor. It's shirtsontap.com. Shirts on Tap for your monthly subscription of Shirts on Tap. Go ahead and go to shirtsontap.com and type into the promo code again, Wort, and receive your first month for $5.99. And after that, you can receive your monthly subscription for about $13.99. And the promo code at checkout, type in Wort, and you will receive all of those fun things that we have with Shirts on Tap.
Are you as glad as I am as that guy with the no finger gloves walked
saw
by
that?
without saying anything to us
Yes,
after
nothing.
looking inside?
I think a lot of people are going to be walking
I was
by.
pretty happy that he didn't say anything.
Right. I think a lot of people are going to be walking by wondering, like, what the fuck is going on in there? There's
Who are these
barbecue
clowns?
and microphones. Nothing like a couple barbecues and microphones. Let's go to our next one. We are going to be sponsored by Brewers Hardware. Brewers Hardware for some of the best Brewers Hardware in America for all your small batch. Every time I say batch,
Hobby
but
enthusiasts.
I think it just spunk. Like every time I say batch, I go,
That's
oh,
gross.
spunk. That's great. I'm sorry. It's just the way I think. Small batch home brewing needs. Also,
He's coming back.
Yeah, here he is. All right, you can see him. You could sync this up later with our YouTube page, and you could see what I'm seeing on Instagram versus what I'm seeing. There's Dan. Dan, you're on Instagram, and it's you looking. Hold on, this is it. Oh.
Why don't you do your Instagram live to our Instagram?
Oh, he's watching it. He can watch himself. This is kind of weird.
And for more amazing comedy bits like that, come down to RBQ's Rockatauk Festival.
Yes. All right, there we go. We'll switch it over so you can actually see us. There we go. There you go. Hey, just a nice little empty thing. We're also sponsored by Brewers Hardware for the small batch and larger capacity brewing needs. Go to brewershardware.com and type into the no promo code. We are actually handing out gift certificates to all of our brewers and giving them a really good idea of what's going on here at the Wort. And what else are we sponsored by, Pete? We are sponsored by Tap Handles, taphandles.com. Tap Handles is now sponsoring our nice big, let's say, revolution. Do we want to say revolution?
No, we don't.
Campaign. Campaign's
That's
not
strong.
bad. Campaign's not bad. We're doing a campaign with taphandles.com. They're doing some great stuff for us, and we're going to put together a really great promotional thing for both us and the brewers and the restaurants that are involved. So go over to taphandles.com if you're a brewery or you're a home brewer and get your custom-made tap handles, or basically fully
for
automated for your bar.
Basement
Sure.
bar, even if you don't brew beer.
Right. If you just want it for your bar, you could. Anyone can
Again,
go
if
to
you want to look fancy.
taphandles.com.
You know what's fancier than cork and cage bottles,
What's
Mike?
that?
Your own personalized tap handle from
My own
taphandles.com.
personalized tap handle. That's right. Hey, LIBME. Hey, check it out. Long Island Beer and Malt Enthusiast is checking in. They're saying hello. There's
Hi,
Dan.
guys.
Hey, hello, a little bit of a thumbs up there, buddy. What do you say to that? Look, now he's watching us.
Hi.
Go ahead. I don't know which one of the beer and malt enthusiasts are actually watching, but there's probably a lot of them. They're all watching. They're all together watching. Go over to our YouTube page, guys, and watch us live
At the Union
throughout the
Hall.
day. Yes, they're all at a town hall meeting, doing some fun stuff. Yeah, we got a camera. I know you can't see it like that, but we got. Oh wait, whoa! What was that? I don't know what that was. There you go. There's a big shot of it. You get the barbecue with some people here enjoying their beer. James is right now pouring beers out for everybody because the official Rockatauk Saturday afternoon session has started, and that's where we come to. Come on down. That's right. Come on down. We're having a great time tonight. Beautiful, beautiful, Dan.
Fucking great day outside.
We'll get Dan on the air in a little while, and we'll go live again with him. Again, the Wort with Mike and Pete, GovsRadio.com. Check us out. It's on YouTube. Just type in the Wort, W-O-R-T, Mike and Pete, and you'll pull us up. And we'll be live throughout the day from now until right around like 5:30, 6 o'clock, whatever it is, whenever we feel like stopping and whenever we run out of questions to talk about. So I'll be back on Instagram Live in a little bit. All right, so there we go.
That's it.
Share it with everybody. Everybody's going to get a share. Oh, now you're live. What
You
the
get
fuck?
a share.
Now
I
you
get a share.
to go live.
Everybody gets a share.
Yeah, thank you very much, Dan. Dan is going live on the Long Beach Instagram account. We appreciate that. Say hello to everybody. You're going to get more people to watch than I will. I'll get like 3 or 4. It's a beautiful day. That's the hardest part, right? Nobody likes you. Well, that's all right.
One guy. 2.
That's it.
There you go.
Hey-o. So let's talk about Rockatauk because Dan's here and he's pouring his. What are you pouring? We'll get back to you. But Ghost
Wave.
Ghost Wave it is.
There's cans of
got the
Shipwreck Black
wow.
Lager, which I'm going to go steal soon.
We're definitely stealing those. It's one of our favorite from you. And we've loved that Black Lager.
Yeah.
It's delicious. Well, we'll get him on the show
That's
in
an
a little bit.
underrepresented style, I feel like.
It's delicious though. I love
I like it.
the smokiness of a lager, and no one's really doing great lagers as it is, like we said.
Schwarzbier.
Did you get the beautiful smoked meats sitting there? That Pete
Smoked meats.
Pete is sitting right next to the smoked meats, and I'm pretty sure actually the meat is in the shot. It is. The meat's in the shot on YouTube, so that's pretty cool.
Is it? Oh,
Yeah,
great.
it's just gonna be sitting there the whole time for us to stare at the meat.
Big slab of pig.
So let's talk about how this all started and how we got down here. So obviously, as we just talked about, Dan from Long Beach Brewing Company is down here. He actually reached out to us, gave us a call. His buddy James, who owns a restaurant, RBQ, down here in Far Rockaway, was having a beer fest. He was doing a 3-day festival, 5 different sessions. There was one last night that went really well, some live music, lots of people came down. Great turnout on a Friday night, and then he's going to have all the day drinkers like us
Yes.
come down and drink throughout the day and hang out and eat and enjoy themselves. And then, of course, they have a night festival tonight. So if you miss the 2 to
6 to 10?
6 to 10 tonight here at RBQ is another round. It's $40, unlimited sampling. So basically, it's all you can drink for $40.
All
I know
you
he
can drink
doesn't.
for $40.
I don't know if he wants to say it like that, but it's all you can drink
Well, we
craft
just
beer
did.
from all over Lower New York.
And $2 sliders, $2 tacos, plus the full
That is
menu.
the big draw to me. It was getting a lot of that food element paired up with the beer. So if you want to come down,
You're excited about the food?
actually, I only had a bagel at 9 o'clock today, so I'm just waiting for some of this food to kind of come about. And I'm sure a lot of the people that are walking around here, they're just sitting, there's a bunch of people hanging out in front of us. They're going to get drunk in like a couple hours, and then they're all going to want to be on.
Then the silliness starts.
Then the silliness starts. So let's try to get as much as the goodness out of the way.
Then you get your inner art man going.
Yes,
interviewing drunk
I
people.
do. Speaking of which, Pete, can I tell you that I spoke to Art Man for over an hour this week?
Really?
Yeah.
He is a chatty fellow.
But he's great.
He's
like,
seems like a nice guy.
He has stories, like he could start a story and he'll go to 3 other stories and he's not even done with the story. And then he'll go back to the other story. The stuff he's got, I
You know
mean,
who doesn't like art man?
Who doesn't?
Brian from Barnshed.
He really doesn't.
No problem.
Because he literally got side swiped by
God, did I
Art
feel
Man.
guilty about that one.
No, listen, Art, if you're listening, ever do catch this podcast, no big deal, buddy. Yeah, don't worry about it. Brian, great guy. He understood. He came down to the bar the next day and was like, "Thanks a lot for all everything you did." He came out to the bar I was working at that night, so it was definitely very cool. But yeah, Art Man talked to me about an hour this week about all the stuff that's going on and all the things that are happening with his podcast and what he's going to do. There's some big things happening with him, and you know what? If I stay on the phone with him long enough, I might be able to kind of work my way into all of this.
Work your way into art man?
Not like
creepy.
physically. Not physically, but like spiritually. Well, he knows some people, and he's going to...
He knows Mark Cuban.
He knows Mark Cuban. He knows Brooke Burke from the E! Channel. He knows Zane Lamprey, who he had on his podcast, and he went on my other beer
other
hero.
man crush.
I have so many man crushes. One of them is definitely Art Man. Did you see the recent picture of him for his podcast? This is why I love Art Man, by the way, and while we're here. So there's a picture of his most recent podcast with Vanilla Ice, or at the Vanilla Ice fucking concert. This is where he does his podcast.
I know. Yeah,
He does his podcast on the fucking beach out in
Dude.
Southern California. How fucking dope is that?
I mean, it's better than what we're doing.
I mean, I love the smoked
I
meat
love
next
our
to us.
studio.
Oh, I love our studio.
and
I love our
doing a
smoked
road
meat
show
today.
next to a fucking smoker.
But at the
The
same
only thing
time,
better than doing it next to a smoker.
how much cooler would it be if we're on a beach at 80 degrees in Southern California?
I don't know. I don't look good on a beach. I'm not what you call beach
Yeah,
ready.
but he wears like the exact same. Like he's wearing just a T-shirt. He likes O'Neill. His shorts, Vans. That's. Like,
I like those sunglasses.
By the way, he's like me in like 20 years. Well, no,
Do
he's
you really
probably
think you'll be that cool in 20 years,
I
Mike?
think I might. I'm going to try to. I'm going to try my best. I'm not going to say that I'm going to be cool enough to hang out with teenagers. I don't want to do that. But I'm going to be cool in my own right enough to be...
that's something you probably don't want to put on air.
No, I don't want it. No, I didn't say I wanted to. But I'm not going to be cool like teenager cool. I'm going to be cool like adult cool. That's what I'm thinking. I'm hoping. I'm just hoping. So we're here at RBQ, and we're just kind of hanging out. And we got a bunch of beer that we have to drink, and unfortunately, James is extremely busy not to be able to fill our glasses as soon as we were done with something. We're going to have to, at the end, to just keep an eye on our glasses for us for a little bit.
I'll fucking sneak off camera and go get
You want to go sneak off camera and get some
I mean,
beer?
I will in a minute. We can keep talking. But
All right, no, I'll keep talking. I'm just trying to give you a heads up on what's going on with Govs Radio. So why don't I go into that diatribe really quick so the people that are tuning into YouTube and watching us can hear what's happening with the station and what we're going to be doing. And then while you're doing that, hook me up. I'll take some of that Greenport Black Duck Porter.
Black Duck Porter.
I love it. It's good. All right, Pete, be right back. Give it a little whoosh. Give it a little whoosh, Pete. Give it a little whooshy whoosh. All right, so yeah, we're on the road again today, and this time it's not because the studio is in shambles. The studio is actually up and working to perfection. So here's the deal: GubsRadio.com underwent this big thing that we wanted to, get the internet up and wanted to expand and create something big for the brewery. So here's what we had done: we changed ISPs, or internet service provider. and it was definitely the reason why our studio was shit. And then we started integrating some new things. So we're going to be doing Boxcast. So soon, the Wort with Mike and Pete is going to be on several platforms at once. You're going to be able to see us on YouTube. You're going to be able to see us on Facebook Live. And you're going to be able to see us on our own website, govsradio.com, that we always promote but never really talk about. So we do talk about it. We always talk about govsradio.com, right? I mean, it's part of what I say is the Wort with Mike and Pete, govsradio.com. And we expect people to go there now and also check us out on our own webpage, our own homepage. And by the way, Pete, do you know anything about RSS feeds?
No.
Okay, so RSS feeds work like this. This is Tech Talk here at Rockatauk.
This is going to be super interesting.
So RSS
and by that,
feeds,
I mean completely boring.
Oh, you're a dick. So RSS feeds are services that allow people...
No one wants to hear this.
No, they do. Well, just for really quick, RSS feeds, for people that don't know what they are, RSS feeds are for people that want their stuff distributed on things like iTunes, Spotify, and other RSS networks. So you put your audio or video on this RSS feed, and then you give the service, the other service, the URL and the address. And then every time you do a new podcast and upload it, it goes to all of those services. That's how we're on Laughable. That's how we're on the Hopped Up Network. That's how we're on iTunes. That's how we're on Spotify. And those things all are drawing from the one RSS feed that we're running. So
Thoughts
that's how
on
people
man
can
purses?
Hear us. We got someone who has one?
He just walked by.
Oh, we're commenting on the people. So what we probably should do is turn the camera around and let people see who's on the street.
We should have brought 2 cameras next time.
You
We
know
should do
what?
that.
Oh, shit. We really fucked that up, huh? Well,
Make a
I mean,
note for next time.
could they go online, and if I do another Instagram live, could they see that and then like see this is like the man on the street thing? No, we're not gonna do that.
Right.
That's kind of boring.
So what are your thoughts on man purses?
I mean, the style right now is back in those fanny packs. Have you seen that? Fanny packs are back in style for like the homeboys, and by that I mean other things. But that's just a nice way of saying it. It is. So that what they're doing is they're putting them not around their waist. It's going around
Really?
like a
Like a messenger
like
bag?
a bandolay. Is that what a bandolay is with all the bullets on it? Is that what you call it?
I don't know.
Is it a bandolay?
I don't think it is.
Damn it.
Bandolier is a word.
Bandolier.
But that's not it.
Yeah, no, but the bandolier goes across your chest, and you got all the bullets
Does
in
it?
there and everything. I think it does.
We'll
Yeah,
have to
Pete's
Google
going to look at it. Let's fact check that really quick. So that's what they're doing. They're taking the fanny packs and they're bringing it across like a bandolier. That's what it is.
We're going to fact check that.
All right, so Pete's going to fact check that, and while we're doing that, what I would want to know is that lineup list.
Bandolier.
Hi, excuse me. Is that a list of the beer? May I see that for a moment? James was going to get it, but he's very busy with you guys, spending all your time with you. All right, so
You were correct. That is what a bandolier
right,
is.
I was right with the
You were right.
bandolier. I see.
There's
Don't
something
worry about it. It's all right. Now give it to her.
way less
Very cool. Thanks, buddy.
masculine than a bandolier.
I should have asked you before. I totally forgot. Yeah, it's all right. All right, so
I actually made this yesterday morning, and we still are making changes, but it's almost exactly.
it's pretty much the same. Yeah. All right, we'll get you on here and talk about all this.
I got to try that Dubco.
Yeah. All right, so here's the lineup here at RBQ at Rockaway Beach. We are serving at Rockatauk, single cut, half stack. We got Big Alice's Ways and Beans. I got to have that. I love that porter. LIC BP is coated tiles. I've had coated tiles from some guys' beer and soda. KCBC, Hop on the Brains, although I think that one we didn't get in, or we went through it last night. Forget which one it was. The
Yeah,
Five Boroughs
KCBC.
Hoppy Lager, which was very good. I've had that. Innaborough All You Need. I haven't had that.
All I need.
Braven didn't come in.
Braven's not here.
No, they didn't make it down. We got 6 points, Alpine Flow. We got Rockaway's IPA Pilsner, the original or the original ESB, which is awesome. Yonkers Vienna
Lager.
Vienna Lager. Oh,
Barrier Oceanwood.
Now we're talking.
You're a
I know
sweetheart.
you're. Now you're talking.
Long
All right.
Beach 3350A Pilsner, Ghost Wave IPA.
Yeah, I think they only have the Ghost Wave right now. But he just, I don't know
You're
if
right.
you guys see that, but
You're
he
right.
just had the Shipwreck Black Lager here for us. And we're going to go ahead and touch a little bit of
Oyster
that.
Bay Honey Ale. Garvey's Point.
Did
Port
I mention
Service.
Barriers Oceanwood?
I did.
Okay, good. Yes, God.
Lithology's Loyal to
I
the
just poured
Soil.
Black Dog.
Dubco Sonar Barrel Aged
That's all right.
Saison. Fuck yes.
Yeah,
Brewers
yeah.
Collective Pine Brew, a different turn. The Pine Brew is delightful. Dan, is that the Brewers Collective's on tap? Is that the Shiza Pine Brew?
Yeah.
Pine Brew's fucking the balls, and you're right. It does smell amazing.
It's amazing.
You were right
we
on
had
with
that, didn't we?
No,
you and I when we went down there.
That's one with Stret. I haven't had it. It's fucking great. I don't know if
I had it when I went down there.
It's great.
All right. What else we got?
Great South Bay Massive IPA, Blue Point Hop in the Shower, North Fork Pierce the Ale, which we tried, also very good.
Like that.
Greenport Black Duck.
That's what I'm drinking right now.
Drinking. Montauk Juicy. We tried that before air, and I think my brother's favorite beer right now, Sloop Juice Bomb.
Yeah. It's getting. Sloop is contracting as well, and they're blowing up in big waves. So, we've only been. I don't even know. I can't even tell now because we went off time, so I'm not sure what time we started. Not that I want to take a break already, but I do have to pee.
So we're going to take a break.
And I want to get my jacket. It is cold right here in the wind tunnel.
Did you bring a shawl by any chance?
I did
use a shawl.
You want an infinity scarf? I can get you an infinity scarf. When we get back, we're going to get Dan on the air. We're going to be drinking some of the Shipwreck Black Lager. This is the Wort with Mike and Pete. GubsRadio.com. You know what? I think we'll be right back. Oh, I didn't put the Hopped Up Network thing in there. You know, should I do that? Should I throw the Hopped Up Network thing in there? Yeah, I might as well. I'm going to throw that in there. This is the Wort with Mike and Pete. GubsRadio.com. We'll be right back after this.
Welcome. The show you're about to listen to is part of the Hopped Up Network's growing family of craft beer podcasts in the U.S. and Canada. Find this show and others like it at hoppedupnetwork.com, the spot for informative and entertaining craft beer podcasts.
Gubs Radio.
This is the Wort on Gubs Radio.
You're listening to the Hopped Up Network.
The show you're about to listen to is part of the Hopped Up Network's growing family of craft beer podcasts in the U.S. and Canada.
I think it's great.
Find this show and others like it at hoppedupnetwork.com, the spot for informative and entertaining craft beer podcasts.
I love it. I love you guys.
You're listening to the Hopped Up Network.
This is Gubs Radio, and you're getting drunk with Mike and Pete on the Wort.
Really
it's the Word with Mike and Pete, GubsRadio.com. We are live here at RBQ Rockatauk down in the Rockaway Beach. We are now joined.
Right by the beach.
Right by the beach, boy. We are joined here with Long Beach Brewing Company's own Dan. Hello, sir. How are you, sir?
Is this thing on?
I don't know. You gotta talk. Can you talk into it?
Hello there. Hello.
I feel like you're talking into it, but it's not working.
It's hold on. I don't know if I can hear myself.
Yeah, talk into it, dig it.
Hello.
Pick up that mic. See what happens with that thing.
Hello. Oh,
well,
yeah,
there you go.
Well, you're in a left ear. That doesn't help.
Hello.
God, if only we had an audio engineer here, Mike.
As a matter of fact, we do. Hold on. There's something definitely wrong with the setup here. Somehow 3 and 4 have been stereoized. But that's all right.
Monoized?
Mono? No. Go ahead, Dan, talk.
Hello. Hello.
No.
Hello. Oh,
that's a little better. You're going to be in our left ear, unfortunately, I think.
All right, whatever.
Yeah, it's fine. We'll mix you in later.
I'll be the thorn in your left side.
Yeah.
Giggity.
Wait, whoa. What a giggity. I don't want thorns in my sexual...
Giggity.
Why not?
Can you hear yourself in the ear?
I can hear myself.
All right, so we're good. All right.
Good enough.
It's good enough for now, considering that we're live. And
good enough for government work.
Good enough.
for union jobs.
Yes, sir.
Give it up for union jobs. So, Dan, thanks for inviting us down through...
Thank you for hooking us up with this.
Rockatauk. This is a beautiful little spot. I was
Beautiful
outside
day.
hanging out with Ryan out in the tent back, who's doing some cans and stuff back there. He's got your Shipwreck. He's got some Rockaway. He's got Single Cut out there. He's got a whole bunch of stuff out on that table, and it's beautiful out there. They're out in the parking lot, but they set up a tent, some hay bales and stuff, and people chill. It's a beautiful day.
Are there any cows?
No cows.
All right.
No, they're lacking cows today.
There's cooked cows. There's plenty of cooked cows and cooked pigs.
Yes,
and
sir.
it smells fucking great.
It smells so good.
The guys in the kitchen are doing something right because it's
The
fucking
smoky
great.
smell in here is fantastic.
Oh my God, it's hypnotizing.
Absolutely.
So let's first
Catch
go
us
back.
up, Dan. What?
Catch us up.
Yeah. What's new at the brewery? What do you got going on? What can you tell us?
You know, our journey's been pretty long, and we're getting there. Our 10-barrel brew house has finally been delivered. We got a 10-barrel Pioneer tank and vessel system. Our construction is
Nice job.
very is I would say probably about 75% complete.
All right.
You're there.
Bathrooms are almost done being built. Brew house is in.
Okay.
Connections are coming. You know, as far as electric's been hooked up to
Sweet.
it. Plumbing's pretty much almost getting ready to be hooked up to the system.
Okay.
So we'll be brewing fairly soon. Glycol chiller system needs to be hooked up as far as we've gotten so far.
Right.
So there's a couple more decisions that need to be made as far as what needs to be finished. And our goal right now is really to get the brew house up and running. Tasting room is our second main concern right now because we want to be able to continue producing.
You still have some contracts, I'm sure you have to.
We've been
for
working,
sales. Yeah,
we've been working with
making
Oyster
money
Bay
is probably
Brewing Company.
important.
Yeah, it's been really cool. Oyster Bay Brewing Company has been, they've just been champions with helping us get our beer out into the market as far as helping us get beer made. Obviously, they're getting into their busier season, so that's getting a little bit more difficult.
Very
so
cool.
we're talking to a few other companies right now who are trying to line up some time for us in the short term while we just get our equipment hooked up and ready to rock and roll.
Nice.
But
So it looks good. We saw the pictures on Instagram of the brew house. It looks.
Thank you.
Looks good. Looks like you got room for expansion when the time comes.
Definitely. So we're excited about that. We definitely have plenty of room. Flying Belgian Brewing Company is still going to be
Oh, okay, great.
There's still going to be an alternate proprietorship in our building, so they will be definitely not renting, but using our equipment to
cohabiting
produce their beer, cohabitating.
Yes.
Exactly. So we're excited for Kevin from Flying Belgian to finally get more product out in the market. He's been just focusing on his one brand right now, his one beer in the market.
Is that a blonde?
The blonde, right?
It's the blonde ale.
Yeah.
It's a fantastic beer. And It's really well made. It's a
I think I had it when it was still Taste of Long Island.
Yes.
I think.
Well, it's. I mean,
which is ages ago.
Whatever he produced at Taste of Long Island, don't even compare it to what he's put out now because it's a whole different animal. And I believe he's contracting at GSB still.
Good.
Oh, okay.
Good. Yeah.
And it's a good beer. I mean, it ages beautifully. It's a nice blonde ale, and Kevin's
great beer for summer. Blonde ales
sure is
at 8%. Yeah,
it'll get you coming and going.
It's a heavy hitter. I mean,
it'll get you drunk.
Kevin's a great guy, and his brand is a really I want to say it's a classy brand. I mean, it's really nice. Like his packaging.
I enjoy Belgian beers.
His packaging is classy. I think he's really focused on the way he wants to put it out there, and I like it. It's cool, and we're happy to be working with him as well. But obviously our main focus is to get ourselves up and running.
As it should be.
Yeah, well, listen, we have to.
No way.
But we're so close.
That's crazy.
I mean, it's been a long ride for us.
Yeah.
We've had many obstacles in front of us, and I think we're finally at that point where I think in the next, I'm not going to jump the gun, but I'm hoping within the next 4 to 6 weeks, we can come around and say, all right, we're operational at this point.
Okay.
That's
Brewing
really
beer
what we're really burning the candle at both ends, trying to get to that point.
How much time do you think it's gonna how many batches do you think you're gonna have to do before
We're fine.
Shipwreck's
We're
Lager
tuned
or
in.
the Pilsner or Ghost Wave is locked into that new system?
There is definitely a learning curve that we're going to
Sure.
have, and I know people have been very familiar and used to what we've been putting out for a while now, and we've been working really hard on that.
Sorry, I was trying to fix it, but it didn't fix it. All right. Anyway.
But I'm going to hope listen, obviously we don't want to have to waste beer or put something out that's going to be different than from what people have gotten used to on us.
Right.
So listen, there might be a batch or two where there's an experimental phase.
So is it just the three of you guys tasting? Comparing something that you had, your current stuff that you've been contracting out of Oyster Bay. Is it just comparing that to what comes off the line after? Or?
Well, obviously
or is there testing and beakers and
I want to say we've been very lucky because we started our contract brewing at Oyster Bay. Then from Oyster Bay we moved over to Fire Island for a little while.
Rest in peace.
But the magic of the beauty of that, I should say, is that we've got to work with Dan Moss, and Dan has been part of our team.
Have you seen that? Did you see what I just did?
There we go.
Holy shit!
Dan's in stereo.
Dan's net. Sorry, Dan.
But
there we go. Sorry about that. Anyone on YouTube watching? I had him in the left, and now I got to do some major fucking editing in the post. Sorry, again.
So we got really
I can't get comfortable.
What's the matter with you?
I don't know.
Do you want my child's pillow?
No.
You want my child's
Ass
pillow,
pillow?
don't you?
No.
Yeah, you want your ass pillow? It's a hemorrhoid pillow. It's really a neck pillow, but for Pete.
The more you drink, the older you get.
That's so true.
Indeed.
You know, what I was saying.
So Dan Moss, sorry.
We got really lucky. We got to work with Ivan Dedick from Oyster Bay Brewing Company, and then they got a little too busy to help us out, so we went to Fire Island. We got to work with Dan Moss, and these are two really talented brewers that have helped us get our pilot recipes to where,
Two established brewers, really. I mean, they really.
Very established brewers, who I have nothing but just amazing words for them. They're just great guys, and I'm happy to be able to say that we did get to work with them.
God damn, is that good, Dan? I'm going to interrupt you.
Yeah. So, look at that
the
shit.
Black Lagers.
It's fucking phenomenal.
Thank you.
That is great.
I'm really glad you guys like it. It's one
I like that a lot.
One of
That's
my favorite beers that we do make right now.
It is the favorite beer that I have.
For me,
that you
yeah,
have
that's-
us do.
Thank you.
Or you do for
it's
us.
It's very drinkable, It's
absolutely. It's a dark beer, but it does not taste like what do you think of it? It looks like Guinness and tastes nothing like Guinness.
And it almost drinks like a Pilsner.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a really easy drinking black lager.
Some sweetness there. from
Yeah.
the toasted malt. Oh my God, that is good. I like that one a lot.
Oh, we hate you.
I like that one.
for
That one's
putting
really
two
good.
I'm humbled. Thank you.
That
So when you
one's
guys
terrific.
when you were at Nassau Coliseum at the last beer fest, you had this, but like not on tap. You had it in a can, and you kind of snuck it to us in a way, and we were like, It's one of those things. Plus, what you brought in with to the show, I believe is this, and
We had Ghost Wave,
Yep.
the Pilsner, and the Wit, right?
No, at the Nassau Coliseum.
Oh no, yeah, we had
We did the Ghost Wave and we did the Black Lager that time.
yes, yeah. And that's
Black
all I
Lager's
could
great.
think about.
Is anyone else on Long
For
Island
weeks,
even
by the
doing
way.
a Black Lager? I don't think so.
Not that I know of.
No,
but,
no.
It's just one of those
Which is a
styles
shame.
of beer that I've always personally really, really loved. How this beer came to be basically was my partner Patrick and he wanted to do a Dunkelweiss. Or not a Dunkelweiss, just a German-style Dunkel.
It's another great style.
And, which
Love
is
it.
a great style. And we were collaborating on the recipe, and we were going back and forth. And I was like, and he basically brought his idea and his interpretation of what he wanted to create as a Dunkel. And then when he turned around and wasn't looking, I stepped it up to a black lager. And then I was like,
That's what you get.
Roast those goddamn malts.
I was like, well, what can we do? We collaborate. He had the idea, and he said, "Let's go this way." And then I said, "Let's go a little different," because I really like I believe it's Krombacher from Germany.
Yep.
They make a Schwartz beer.
Yeah.
Do they? Okay.
And I've always loved that beer. Found it very hard to get. I don't find it everywhere.
Right.
I don't think I've ever had it.
And
Yeah.
when I do
Oh, that's a
find
good
it,
one. Yeah, you got to get in that.
It's a fantastic beer, and that's really where kind of like what I wanted to create with this, like something in that realm, in that style. And I don't see many companies doing it.
No.
I know Saranac had put a Schwartz beer out for a
Yes.
They did have a Black Lager
Forest
as part
it's in
of
their variety pack for the fall.
Yes, see,
It's
you
also
even know
very,
the
very good.
Yeah, it was
I do.
good.
It's good.
And that
I've
was
had-
the reason why I even bought that variety pack, because you can't find it
Right.
in a regular 6 somewhere. So when I saw that when the
That's a good
season
variety
comes
pack,
around.
by the way.
But you know what? It's only in season, so you can't get it every time. Boom.
It has a little bear on the.
Here-
It's just a great beer.
I like the little bear.
I like that. I like that variety pack.
And then we put ours out. We put ours out, and then I've been starting to see different companies putting something out like it. On Long Island, I haven't, but I know New Belgium puts out.
Oh, okay.
I think it's 1815 or something like that is the one they put out.
The one I've had is RAR from Texas.
Yeah.
They have their Ugly Pug Black Lager, which is terrific.
But I know I've had the New Belgium one, which I really like, and then also Brooklyn put out a beer called Insulator.
Yeah, I've seen
Okay,
that.
I don't
yeah.
think I've had
Yep.
that one.
And I found that to be similar to ours, but theirs is a little more beefy, if you will. Like ours is like crisp and lighter, easier to drink.
Yes.
And theirs I found a little bit more mouthfeel, a little heavier,
Okay.
more porterish, if I will.
Fair enough.
I mean, I
Okay,
could be
yeah.
wrong, but that's how I felt about it.
Rockaway Brewing, by the way, has one of the favorite beer names of a beer I don't like. They have a beer called Adios Pantalones, which is a great name for a beer. I wasn't a fan of the beer itself.
That's where Pete
but the name
might end up
the
tonight,
name's fucking
at the
great.
end of the night is Adios Pantalones.
Adios Pantalones.
So if you
Isn't that a great name?
If you see Pete crossing the Cross Bay Bridge with Adios Pantalones.
At the end of the day, he'll have no pants.
I was telling you off air, I trade with a buddy from work who's in Texas. Go Fast Apparel on Instagram. We trade beer, and he sends me stuff from Revolver and Raw all the time.
Excellent.
And I've had some great stuff, but I was really looking forward to Adios Pantalones because how the fuck could you not? But
What style was it?
Mexican lager, I want to say.
Yes, yeah, like
but it was
Corona-based,
like
but it was much better.
like lemony, limey kind of. Just was my deal. They do have their
my
like I
deal.
said, their Ugly Pug Black Lager is terrific, and they have another Mexican lager that's with mango and chili.
Oh,
that was terrific.
that
Paleta
one
de
was,
Mango.
yeah,
that one
was
was
good.
Phenomenal.
Yes, that one was good.
Thinking about it, I know somebody else on Long Island did put out a black lager, but I can't right now. It's just not coming to my head. But I can't remember who did it. But I know there's another one out there. There's got to be. I know there is.
There fucking should be.
Listen,
It's a
black
good
lagers
stuff.
black lagers are like
Underappreciated.
They really are, yeah.
Yeah.
They really have. They're thirst quenching.
Yeah, but it's dark as shit.
And listen, we're in a
It's
barbecue,
great.
Listen, we're in a barbecue joint right now, and it's a smoky atmosphere.
What would pair better with like a nice brisket?
I can't think of a better
Yeah.
beer to go with. A
Agreed.
brisket or
Speaking of which, we should get some brisket sliders.
Fuck yeah, we will.
Enjoy ourselves.
Get some food. Get some
Some
break.
food in our shit.
But
We're going to do that.
Going along with Adios Pantalones, we are going to be putting out a beer that we call the No Moral Floral. And it will...
You said no moral?
No moral
which
floral.
of which we do not have any.
Exactly. I'm going to leave that there because I don't want to go too far into what it is, but it is
Can you tell us what style?
it's a Saison.
Oh, you just got Pete a boner. Look at
I'm
the
there.
table move a little bit.
I just went from 6 to midnight.
Pete just got one.
It's got some herbs in it. It's got some flowers in it.
Funk.
Okay.
Is it gonna have like that farmhouse funk?
It'll have a little sourness.
Okay. Yeah, Pete likes that. Yep.
I'm going to leave it there because I don't want to talk too much about it until we release it.
All right.
We'll be highly
We'll be there.
anticipating the release of that one.
After we finally get up and
Yes.
After the brew house is actually in operation. Yeah.
but it is a beer that we have brewed before.
Okay.
We brewed it on our pilot system,
Yep.
and we brought it to events that we did, and we got a really, really good reception on it.
Good.
People
Yeah.
really dig it, and people still ask us about it because we haven't brewed it since. It drinks like a tea, put it that way.
Wow.
Interesting.
Like just completely numb, dull. But dull sounds terrible.
It's
Sorry.
quenching.
Okay, good, yeah.
It's a good summer beer, put it that way. It's a
All
really
right, nice.
summer beer.
Little-
I'm gonna selfishly pour another black of the shipwrecks.
we will not stop drinking the black lager, just so you know.
Do
Yes.
it.
I've already selfishly poured myself a little more because it's so fucking good.
Yeah.
Let's go back a little bit, just for a moment. So how do you guys know the connection here with James and RBQ? How does this go back?
I got exactly where you're going with that.
Yeah.
Well, RBQ is part of a Long Beach crowd that we're from. There's Swing Bellies in Long Beach, and Speakeasies, and Ryan, the owner of RBQ, has been a part of both of those places, and
Right, yeah.
James as well has been a part of both of those establishments, working with them. And
Ooh, we're getting a plane. Look at the plane, Bob.
We're right by JFK if you can't fucking tell.
I'll point the mic at it.
Look at that thing.
Very cool. That's so cool.
747.
That's bigger than that.
Very cool.
No, there's only 3 4-engine planes.
Yeah. And
That's
a big one. It's cool. It's like being at City Field.
You know what that just reminded me of?
No, my mistake. A380.
It was just like in that movie Up when the
Who's scrub? Who's scrub?
I'm easily distracted by
radio.
aircraft.
There's a whole bunch of dudes crossing the street. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not looking to get.
Are any of them going to be hit by this bus?
Oh my God!
Then
That's
I'm
a big bus.
disappointed.
No, I don't know where they're going, but we're over here. If I was a chick with big tits, I'd probably get all 8 of those guys over here. I'd show them just a little bit of my tits, and then they'd all be in this place. So
What?
yeah, cleavage. Just half of my tits. Just the smell alone will get them coming through. Like, ooh.
And just another callback. You were definitely right about the fanny pack as a bandolier,
right?
Because that's
Right?
like the third guy I've seen walk.
Thank you.
The fanny pack is back.
It is.
Why?
I told him. I was trying to tell him that.
It's the man nurse.
Yes, it is. It is pretty much. I said it was like a bandolier now. They wear it across their chest, and not as a fanny anymore. So it's almost like a man bag, right?
You're seeing a lot of that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know why.
Oh, we got some live music that's going to start playing. Oh, yes. You're looking good. Look at you. You're ready to go today. So close to professional. It'll sound professional. Ooh, that means something's done. What is done cooking?
Dude,
What's
like
his
when you
name?
see that,
We
like
gotta-
those
we gotta get some
stereotypical
of the cook's
hypnotic
names
things,
to
or
know.
someone's like waving a pocket watch. When you were talking to me, the doors to the smoker were open, and I just saw the racks going. I was like,
Keep talking dirty to me, baby.
Tamrell Brew House, right?
Absolutely, man. So yeah, like this whole thing here at RBQ, like
Yep.
It started. I guess a lot of the people that work here are Long Beach locals.
Yep.
I'm very connected with the Rockaway community. My family's restaurant is not too far over the bridge in Brooklyn.
Oh, okay.
It's
Give it a quick plug. Let
Yes,
people know.
please.
It's called Lenny and John's Pizza. We've been there since 1969 on
Wow.
College Avenue, 136 South Devon, Marine Park.
Yeah.
Traditional Brooklyn slice of pizza.
Nice.
We stop in Monday.
Can we stop on the way? Is it
I
on
was
the
gonna
way
say,
back to
we
Southern
should.
State?
How you said it's like 10 minutes out of the way, right?
10 minutes that way.
You might have to stop for some pizza on the way home.
That's not a bad idea.
But like this area around here, a lot of old friends, obviously from from my restaurant. I know everybody from Brooklyn. They all kind of live down in Rockaway, in this area. My brother-in-law worked at a restaurant right next door called Wits End.
Oh, yeah, that's right there, yeah.
So Wits End, Rockaway, an amazing.
What's he doing today? Where's he at?
He's working.
Fuck.
And,
All right.
we got the market here. The barbecue's amazing.
Yep.
The food is good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, Pete and I are going to have to get some tacos or
Yes.
sliders. Actually, we had the tacos. We got to try the sliders.
Sliders.
Yeah. Brisket
Some
sliders
fries.
all night.
I think more.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Take a break.
Well, we just went back on. I mean, that's fine. We can. We got another 3 hours to fill, or 2 hours to fill. So yeah, we're gonna have to space it out a little more. So I mean, basically, it's kind of like an all-out. They acquired the place, and we'll get more information from James when we get him on.
Yeah.
Sometime around February, he said. So it's a relatively new spot.
Relatively new spot. There was a restaurant here before.
Okay. And a market, I would assume, right? Because they're marketing as a market over here on this side where we are broadcasting today, and on that side is the restaurant and the whole outside space.
I believe this side is going to be like a takeout joint,
Yeah.
And then the other side is a sit-down restaurant.
Yeah,
Yes.
I already was given the explanation from James and Ryan about what they want to do with this side. So what
get that on air later.
they're thinking is phenomenal of what they want to do, because the beach is 1 block that way. I mean, I could see that there's just open space at the end of these little condos here, and
You know what goes great with beach?
beer
Brisket.
and beer, brisket, beach, done. Oh, we're getting loud in here now. All right, now we're getting people. So you guys obviously want to have a little more presence here in the New York City area because you straddle the borderline of Nassau
close,
and
yeah.
Queens.
Rockaway is just an extension of Long Beach, or Long Beach is an extension of Rockaway, whichever way you want to put that.
Right, true. Can you get
Same
can you
line
get
on the
to-
LARR, or no?
No.
Different lines. That's right.
Can you get to Long Beach from here using a bridge, or do you have to go back to Long Island and come back down?
No. We got the Atlantic Beach Bridge, which is literally right down the road. It's not too far.
Right. Okay.
And then you're right in the Atlantic Beach.
Yeah, it drops you right off there, right?
Right into Rockaway from
Huh.
there. I mean, right into Long Beach from here, I should say.
Mhm.
So it's close, and we've gotten a few accounts down here in Rockaway area.
Oh, good.
And there's a couple of really great restaurants down here, and again, it's been cool for us because it's we're Long Beach Brewing Company. It's Rockaway. We're next door neighbors.
Yeah.
So it's cool. It's a very warm welcome coming into this neighborhood for us.
So give me a little rundown on the neighborhood itself, because I feel like we're in Brooklyn. So it has that Brooklyn feel because it's such a mixed neighborhood.
Yes.
It's got kids sitting on the corner surfing,
Yeah.
and then we got people skating, and then you got the
Guys
crew
with neck
that's
tattoos.
Yeah, no, and people with just rapping on the corner. So just give me a
It's a very multicultural and diverse neighborhood.
Mhm.
You've got the elements of what we have in Long Beach, as far as you have your surfer community. So
Right.
Here at Rockaway, and Long Beach, we have a great surf scene, and you have a really.
What's really interesting is that you don't think about this far in West having any surf scene, but it does. It actually.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah, it definitely has a ton of people coming down here. I got to go down to the beach at one point here because I've never been to the beach since I was a kid, maybe 13, 14 years old. I was down here. I haven't been down and seeing what the beach even looks like.
After Hurricane Sandy, everything in Rockaway was devastated.
Yeah.
So it's all been rebuilt. It's really beautiful. They did a great job doing it. And it's really brought a lot of life back to the community. And
Okay.
the rebirth of Rockaway is fantastic.
Yes.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
So, there's a lot of cool shit to do.
Now, how far is Breezy Point, where we saw all that death and destruction?
Oh, yeah. That's about maybe 5 minutes down the road.
Yeah, that's and they've rebuilt and everything. I mean, it looks like nothing ever happened at this point.
This area was completely devastated.
Oh, yeah, I would imagine. Everything looks like it's been pushed up a little bit.
Yes.
I mean, at least some of these houses over here,
Yeah.
the condos that maybe survived on the first floor and they redid, but most of it looks like nothing ever happened. And to be honest, I live in Lyndhurst, down on the water there. There are still houses that are zombie houses. Nothing's been rebuilt.
Still got a lot of that down here too, though.
Yeah.
But a lot of it, the community's alive again down here. People walking around. There's a lot of foot traffic.
Yeah.
People walking up and down the avenue.
So what's the difference in?
Today, so
Oh, absolutely. And what's the vibe like in the summer? It's like a beach community kind of.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Very much like Long Beach.
It's a little different than Long Beach.
Okay.
It's a little bit more. I want to say a little bit more city.
Hmm.
It's a little bit way more mixed cultural diversity. You got a lot of different things happening, man. It's just a cool place.
Well, they always got the buses that
Yeah.
that just constantly pass. You're like, oh, that reminds me of the city all the time.
We're not in Long Island anymore.
No, we're not. And it seems like a really cool place. I mean, it's as far as it is, it's really not as far. Like, Pete and I were taking the trip. It was under an hour.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
To get to a really cool spot that's
Something
just
different.
a little different, right?
Just this block alone has two of the best restaurants in Rockaway. I mean,
Yeah.
You've got Wits End on one corner
Mhm.
and Rockaway Barbecue on the other. And, Wits End down the block is phenomenal food.
What's the fare there? Is it
Whitney is just a classically trained chef.
Okay.
And has worked with, he's worked with Mario Natali, a whole bunch of other names that you have to keep dropping. But Whitney does it his own way. And the reason why it's called Wits End is because if he don't like you, he tells you to get the fuck out.
Ah, it's one of those.
He doesn't give a shit.
That's
I can appreciate a person who's direct.
He does his thing his way. If you don't like the way he does it, just leave. And he'll tell you.
That's perfect.
And he tells you,
You're like, go after yourself. Get out of my restaurant. I don't need you here.
The actual where we're sitting right now,
Yeah.
this used to be his first restaurant.
Get out of here. All right.
This little area here was Wits End. It was
Okay.
the original Wits End. And then he got booted from this place because he did it his way. And had to move. And he moved to another location and then came back to the same block. And he ended up taking over the whole corner down there. And he's got three storefronts now. That's one restaurant.
Wow. Yeah, so it does show a lot of dedication to the area. He knows that it works. He knows that it can be that.
He's got to be doing some decent business. 3 storefronts. That's.
You don't even know. The food is, you've never had anything like it before.
Nice.
Absolutely.
It's that good.
Exactly.
I mean, I could brag all day about it, but the guy's just very talented. And
I feel like I need a rear view mirror here, just so you guys know. I feel like I should have a mirror here that then looks back that way so I can see people coming and going.
Yeah.
There's so much foot traffic going on today because of the
beautiful
weather that's going on today. And like I said, I wanted to pop the camera out there later. Maybe on our next break when we go eat, I'll pull the camera out and then people can go ahead and people watch with us on YouTube Live. It'll be fun while the music plays. Do you guys want to take a quick break, get some food, and then we'll do that, and we'll come right back. This is the Wort with Mike and Pete, GovsRadio.com. We are live right here on YouTube. Go ahead and go to YouTube. Type in the Wort, Mike and Pete. Dan.
Oh, we're not done with you yet.
We're not done with you. I really. No, you're going to be on with James, and we'll see where Ryan's at in the back. I'm going to go check on him, make sure he's all right. Wow, there you go. Yep, that's what I was looking for. All right, we'll be right back after this. We're Mike and Pete, GovsRadio.com.
This is Ghost Radio, and you're getting drunk with Mike and Pete on the Wort. This is Ghost Radio, and you're getting drunk with Mike and Pete on the Wort.
You can talk at that if you want. Hey, this is the Wort with Mike and Pete, GovsRadio.com. We're live here at RBQ, Rockaway Beach. I'm here with, I'm sorry, I didn't even get your name.
I'm Tom.
Tom, what's going on, Tom? Tom, one of the proprietors here today of RBQ at Rockatauk. You guys paid your dues to get your free tastings throughout the day.
Yeah, you know it.
Oh, yeah. What are you most excited about in regards to the beer that you've seen here today?
I'm most excited about how it gets me drunk.
Yeah, fair enough. Who's going to argue about that?
I don't think. What else am I excited about? Tastes good, I guess.
What have you had that you like the best?
That's a really good question. I guess I would say the Long Beach Ghost Wave.
Ooh, yes. Long Beach has done some great stuff. That's why we're here, just so you know. We are here because of Long Beach Brewing Company.
Yes.
Dan, the guy that's here today, is good friends with James, the owner, and they brought us in and asked us to be part of the promotional aspect of this. Not that we've done too much promotion before, but now we're here and people are looking and hanging and look at all that fucking food coming.
Wow.
Sorry, I got Tom here. Tom?
Hey, yeah, I'm Tom.
All right, good.
I don't know if I'm talking to Mike or Pete, by the way.
No, this is Mike. That's Pete.
Hey, Pete, what's going on,
And he's
man?
got me pickle chips, so put them up here. Don't be a dick.
Lucky guy.
Do you want pickles?
I'll get out of your seat in a second.
No. I brought Tom on because he's an avid Joe Rogan listener.
Yes.
And
we know something about hunting.
Yes, we do know something about hunting from Joe Rogan.
Rabbits to bears.
Yes. Rabbits are good.
Quick.
No,
They're
you got to pick up
shifty
this one.
fellows.
Yeah, you got to take that one.
Yeah,
There you go.
I've earned the better, Mike.
Okay. No, well, you're part of my co-host. What is that? Which one is that? Oh, you son of a bitch. I got myself some pickled chips, and I think I could just...
Can't go wrong with pickled chips.
All right. I could eat the whole thing by myself. So, Tom, sorry, I cut you off before we talked about what which beer have you had so far that you like the best?
I guess it's Ghost Wave because I'm also a Long Beach...
And there's Dan right here.
Yes. Hey, Dan, what's up? Dan's a good man. I'm a Long Beach native, Long Beach resident. I still haven't been to the brewery. I don't know where it is.
Not yet, you haven't.
Ah, well, that's why.
Yes.
It's not actually in Long Beach. Okay.
So we will, and when we do, we'd love to have you down.
Oh, I can't wait.
There you go.
We'll
be there.
Is there like an ETA of opening?
Open in the next, let's say about 6 weeks.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's
6
exciting.
weeks.
6 weeks. That's way sooner than I thought it would be.
I'm going to go over on the 6
I've been seeing
weeks.
Ghostwave
but
for like years, so I figure you guys are still years off.
Well, we've been contracting for a while, so we've been releasing beer in the market for the last year.
It's a great beer.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Very
Thank you
good
so
beer.
much, man.
Yeah.
We're trying to make Long Beach proud, man.
Yeah, no, you
put out something and
Wait, you're Long Beach Brewery?
yeah.
This is Dan. Dan's the
Dan
brewer
is
at
Long
Long Beach
Beach
Brewing
Brewery.
Company. There you go. You got Long Beach natives here hanging out.
We're just here to talk you up.
Yeah, there it is. That's why we're here. We're here just to talk him up, pretty much. Hold on, Dan. Dan, take the mic. Take the mic so we can hear you. Sorry. Because it's...
Hey, Dan. Yes, I actually... Well, I mean, I don't know if I am MMA. I fight.
he is MMA.
I do Muay Thai, yes. Yeah.
There you go. You got it.
Haven't we all? Yeah. Oh, wow.
Nice. There you go.
Oh, wow. Oh, cool. Awesome. Oh, what belt are you? Oh, nice. There you go. When did you get your blue belt?
I got my blue belt a little over a year ago.
Oh, nice. Congratulations. Yeah. Oh, damn it. Oh, shit. Just like Eddie Bravo. Yeah. Oh, man. But you got your blue belt at least.
But I made it to my blue
Yeah.
Rag.
I don't go
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and there. Oh yeah. Yeah, man. We gotta. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I may not be the MMA guy you heard about, but I'm one of them.
One of them. There you go.
Yeah. There's someone here who could kick my ass, I'm sure.
There's always one other person. That's what makes you train harder, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
You moved up very fast in 2 years.
It worked for you, man. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, cool, man. Nice. Awesome, dude. Yeah, I never did any.
You know, he
jiu-jitsu,
just does a
but
little bit of everything.
I like the idea of wearing the gi. The gi seems super cool. Yeah. 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 It's awesome, and yeah, it's like a chess match. Yeah, you gotta think moves ahead. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
I feel like we are listening to Joe Rogan podcast right now.
The thing that sucks about Muay Thai is you don't get belts. So you don't get to, no one just looks at you and goes, oh, he must be good. Right? Yeah,
pretty
right?
much.
Exactly. You're just fucked up. You got to kick bamboo trees. Oh, am I allowed to curse on this?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, okay.
This is the internet. The Wild West.
Yeah, well, we appreciate everything you do as well.
No, I don't know why. No, it's fine. I can try something else. Hold on, let me see what I can do here.
Actually, I've only ever tried the Ghost Wave. I've never seen any of your other beers. Yeah. Yeah. Well, East Park Beverage only sells Ghost Wave. East Park
Go ahead,
Beverage.
suck. Let me see if it works.
Yeah. That's the only thing I've ever seen? Oh, Monarch. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I know all those. Okay. Yeah.
Go ahead, Pete. Try it out.
Check.
Hey, there you go. We got all of them working now.
All right.
Hey,
Oh,
Pete.
there I am. I can hear myself.
Hey, Pete. How are you, sir?
And we can all listen to me eat another fucking slider.
Yeah, so now you can have everyone mic'd up as you sliding, having a slider slide down your throat. Have some pickle chips. They're delicious, man.
Hey, Michelle.
Yeah, it's kind of like just
Whatever.
See?
I mean, there's so much.
Dance and gentlemen. I was gonna say give Michelle the mic so she can talk.
Yeah, Michelle, you can take my spot, to be honest.
No,
like
Pete's gonna come back here and we're gonna scarf down some food before we go on air again and get James in here. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is about, right? So we, how'd you hear about this event, Tom?
This is actually my birthday gift.
Get out of here! Hey, the girl doing it right, huh?
She found out on Instagram, and I don't know from who.
Just say the word.
It wasn't our Instagram. See, if you followed our Instagram account, we were giving away free tickets to this event.
Wow.
And there is no time machine.
She put me in an Uber today, and on the way, I'm like, where the hell are we going? Where are we?
That's a good
right
girl.
now?
She's just like, don't worry about it. I got
Right?
this. I got this covered.
How
We're going to have a good
far out
time.
until Rockaways is it?
That's it. Yeah, follow us because we give away tickets to all our events that we are at. And we actually put out an Instagram ticket giveaway that nobody did. We had 170, 180. Get. I know, and you would have won. It would have been a no-brainer because no one else did it. You would have won by default. No, I don't mean it like that. I don't mean it poorly. I just mean in general. So we were giving away 2 free tickets today, and we had, like I said, 160, 70 views, 160 likes. So you'd think out of all that, one person would have just followed the instructions of all you had to do is repost our post. Done. Yeah, but you can't win. You're already here. I know you did. I do appreciate that. Yeah, but people do that all the time. If you look at the beer culture on Instagram, people are reposting shit for like 6 cans. 6 cans in the mail. That's fucking laziness. Just fucking, I don't know.
It is laziness.
It is laziness, I think.
I want 6 cans in the mail, though.
Follow us, and then you'll see that we do give away tickets.
Yeah.
We have the the Heckscher State Park out on Long Island. That beer fest in August, we'll be giving away tickets for that, so stay tuned for that. And we'll also be giving away tickets for something else we have coming up, and I forget what it was, but it's not for a while. I may not even have mentioned it to you.
Start winning all your giveaways.
This is my surprise face.
Yes, that's Pete's surprise face. For what? For what, Dan? It's not us.
She's podcast equipment, and she's just like, where are we?
Well, you're not on camera, so don't feel weird about that. It's just Tom and I right now.
Yeah, somehow I'm on
yes,
camera.
you can
I
just
don't
hear
know
your
why.
voice. Yes, exactly. No one's going to see you. I'm eating pickle chips on the air, so.
Why are you hoarding the goddamn pickle chips?
Just come over here and eat it. Don't be a dick. Yeah. Yeah.
Swing bellies. Oh, yeah.
They are very good. Now, which one of these things is mine?
2 of them.
Any two? They're all the same.
They're all the same. Those
All
are
right.
all brisket.
Give me your little. Is any of this yours?
No, I stuffed my fat face already.
give me this, and I'm gonna touch one of these.
Touch it so hard.
That's what she said.
Couldn't help it.
There it
Couldn't
is.
help.
Tom already gets our show. Here he understands everything about it.
So, Mike, how many rabbits have you gotten?
Not many. They're fucking fast.
They are fast.
They really are.
I have a bunch of rabbits and cats in my yard.
Oh,
Do you?
I need
You have rabbits in
concrete
your
and
yard?
a goddamn dog.
You need an air rifle. I got to get you an air
We're
rifle.
from Long Island, so I mean, Farmingdale.
Yeah, out east in Suffolk, there's wildlife everywhere. You'll see deer in the street. Yeah. Rural and urban.
I'm in the Nassau part. There's rabbits.
You're on the borderline. A little bit.
Farmingdale straddle, so half
That's right.
half is town of Babylon, half is town of
Yeah.
Boys Through Bay.
Mm-hmm.
She is the worst. We were actually talking about that before. Like, I moved to Long Island 6 years ago, and she's lived there all her life, and
Okay.
she still knows nothing about it.
Are you from
Where
Long
are you guys
Beach?
from?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Directionally challenged.
Fair enough.
What a woman.
You're west of most of Long Island.
Yeah. Yes. Correct. Hey, your sister.
Born and raised.
And live right now.
True story.
Wow.
I live right there right now.
Also known as Breslau.
Breslau. Yeah. It's
Oh,
true.
pre-World War II.
Pre-World War II. Yeah.
Then it was a little too German.
The slang is yeah. The slang right now is Swindlehurst.
Yeah, it's been Swindlers. Yeah, well.
Oh, man.
Not a lot of people coming out of Lyndhurst. Not a lot of great talent. Except for the work with Mike and Pete. That might be true.
Right.
No, not at all.
Sand City is Sand City's moving into
That's right.
Lyndhurst.
Mm-hmm.
There's
And,
we currently have like one of 5 meaderies in the state reside in
correct.
Lyndhurst. WA Meadworks.
Hey, that's something to be proud of.
Yep.
So we had Joe from WA Meadworks on last month, and one of the things that blew my fucking mind, I couldn't believe it was legal. So they make they have a beverage, Mead Colada. So it's sort of it's a mead flavored pina colada style mead, and they bought a slushy machine.
Wow.
Here we go.
So now they make Mead Coladas.
That sounds awesome.
Yes.
Fucking
What's the
Mead
name- what's the name of the
Coladas.
meadery?
No,
And
wait.
I got
Vices.
like aggravated on
Miami
the air. Like,
Vices.
how are
He
you
took a
allowed to
strawberry
do
mead.
that?
We were actually
I
looking
don't like
into
pina
meaderies.
coladas,
And he
but I
did
feel like
two-
Mead Coladas frozen.
Wait,
That's
what's
gotta
the
be
name
a
of the
thing.
meadery?
He's got a side by
sorry?
side
What's
slushy.
the name of the meadery?
WA Meadworks.
So he's got
They're right off
strawberry
Wellwood
mead,
Avenue.
in Lindenhurst?
coconut mead.
Right off Wellwood Avenue.
What? We were looking into it. We saw 2 in Brooklyn. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
There you go.
It's so. I'm not just saying.
You
it
familiar with Hoffman Avenue?
Not really. I don't
Okay.
really know Lindenhurst.
Wellwood.
The
I know-
train,
we
the
know
train
Wellwood.
station.
Okay, so if you go
Yeah.
south on Wellwood,
Yeah.
right before you hit the train tracks,
Exit
make a
35
right.
off the Southern State.
Exit 30. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes, Pine
Oh,
Lawn,
wow.
Pine Lawn Road. Exit 35.
It's so funny.
South to hit the Babylon train
Yeah.
line. Hang
Wow.
a Rizzle.
Literally
And
2
you're right
weeks
there.
ago, I'm like, where are the meaderies? Yeah. Yeah.
The guys are cool as shit. We
Yeah.
had Joe on the show. He's a fucking pisser.
Yeah.
Are you a Spaceballs fan?
Of course.
They have was it raspberries.
Who's
They have a mead.
Lone Star.
That's what that's the name of it. Lone Star is the name of the mead.
Yep.
Oh man.
And it's obviously raspberry flavored.
I will.
very good.
I will bet my life I will be there within the month.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes.
The whole concept of what they're doing over there is getting better and better. And with the revamp of Lindenhurst, and the restaurants coming in now, they got 27A and Ryan Cook doing his thing. They got
also
Sand
done
City
collabs
moving
with
in.
WA Meadworks.
Correct.
Where is 27A? Where are they?
So it's on Wellwood. It's going to be north of the
south
tracks.
of John Street.
South of John Street, north of the tracks. So it's
So
right.
if you're heading down Wellwood Avenue, like once you get into the village of Lindenhurst, so you go over, heading south, you go over Sunrise, between the two traffic lights.
Yeah, pretty much. I was in there. Yeah, that's what it is. But we want that. We've been complaining
Half the
for
fucking
years.
storefronts on Wellwood are vacant. So
Right. So we need restaurants. We need a couple of bars. Although we have a lot of bars, we need better bars. Yeah.
The Lindenhurst Renaissance.
Right.
Lindenhurst
and then,
was once in the Guinness Book of World Records for most bars per square mile.
This once proud country.
Yes, it was. Yes.
Welcome to my town.
Right. Ah.
Yes.
Why do I have a drinking problem?
The good old days.
I don't know, Pete.
Hey.
Yes.
We need to restore Lindenhurst to its former glory.
It was almost like 2 on every block.
I mean, this is it was in like the 70s. I
Yeah.
think, but
No.
No.
No, a lot of
That's
the
an HBO
bars and
period
restaurants
piece
and everything has closed since then. So
Duke's
it's been,
Neutral Corner.
Yeah.
Pistachios.
Oh my God.
Mustache?
He's going back too. Which I've done. I can't wait to walk into town and be able to drink anything I want, especially from breweries that I appreciate. Well, thanks. You guys have been awesome.
Yeah,
thanks a lot for coming on the show. Tom, Michelle.
Thanks for having me. I didn't even expect
It's
to
good
be
times.
here.
Yeah, no,
A pleasure.
Nice to
a
meet
pleasure.
you. Check us out and follow us online.
Good meeting you. Thank you.
Good meeting you. Thank
you.
you. Claim your rightful throne.
All right, we'll be right back. We're going to get on the horn with James from RBQ, and we'll get him on before he has to leave. This is The Word with Mike at PeteGovsRadio.com. We'll be right back right after this.
This is Ghost Radio, and you're getting drunk with Mike and Pete on the Wort.
Govs Radio.
You're listening to the Wort on Govs Radio.
Hey, moron, it's pronounced the Wort.
What the hell is a wort?
It's pronounced the Wort.
What is it? The wort? Yeah, okay, I'll do that again. This is the Wort on Govs Radio.
It is the Wort. Not wart, not fort, not short. The Wort.
I'm sorry, I just don't know what that means. When do you guys start drinking?
Who says we haven't been drinking?
Where's mine? If I say it correctly this time, can I have a drink?
We'll think about it.
You're listening to the Wort on Govs Radio.
Oh, yeah.
I always love the Muse intro.
Yeah. This is The Word with Mike at PeteGovsRadio.com. We are live here at RBQ out in the Rockaway
Rockatauk.
Beach. Rockatauk 2019. And joining us now here at our desk, at our station, eating pickled chips with us is James from RBQ. What's going on, buddy? How are you? Hold on. Something happened there. Guys, let's try it again.
I'm very well.
There it is. Hey,
I
assist
can
his
hear
ass. There it is. You know what? Sometimes, as much as an engineer I am, I push things too many times and they don't work right.
Stop touching the business.
No, I know. I gotta stop touching so much shit. So, thanks again for having us
Yes.
down. This is
You're very welcome. We
been a
couldn't
really
have thought of
cool.
someone
Having
better.
a great time.
Absolutely.
Great.
Really cool vibe here. I got to tell you. One of the things that I've been noticing as I walk around, and I have been walking around enough that I've noticed some stuff. There's been some really cool, you know what, I have that microphone with the headphones right on it. It's going to get some feedback there, so just push that over there. There we go. No, that one's fine. Dan can hop on, too, if he wants to talk to us.
Yeah.
Dan's still there. Dan's still with us.
Dan from Long Beach.
He's off camera, but he's still there. Uh-oh. The meat is done. Get the meat out. James, so again, thank you very much for having us down. This is, like I said, been an unbelievable experience. From what we've been seeing for the last few hours is a lot of people having a great time, a lot of people having a good experience with the beer you guys have brought in here, and of course the food. The food's always a big deal here. So tell us a little about the history of you coming into RBQ and what you guys had in mind, and then transferring that into what we're doing here today.
Okay.
I know it's a lot. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
We've been drinking all day with you.
I can remember all that. Well, I have a background in brewing, but I also have a background in producing graphic art and creating graphic art. And my relationship started with barbecue back in Long Beach when the whole team was at Swing Bellies, another barbecue place.
Wait, before you go any further, are they angry at you today? Do they have anything against you? Because literally we've been broadcasting all day, like pretty much perfectly. And the minute you get on, all of a sudden it's
just some ice.
Let's fill the ice bucket. Let's get the oven done.
This is a it's a working operation.
Absolutely.
You know, we're backstage, sort of. We're in the market.
Mhm.
And, we're working.
Sorry, I didn't
I've
mean
been
to cut you off.
hypnotized by the smoker being opened all day.
I know,
It
it's and
smells
the
like
scent is
I've said
heavenly.
it 7 times already today. It smells fucking amazing.
It is.
Yeah, right.
And it doesn't even justify the taste of like the pit meats. That's something you have to experience in your mouth, not just in your nose.
That's what she said.
Giggity.
I got you. I did
Well,
it
you knew
before
Dan
did.
was going to be right on that one. He loves that low-hanging fruit. Okay, so back to the original question. So we did these events over the winter that featured breweries where they've Ryan, who's the owner here, was the GM then at Swing Bellies. I don't know how much of all this you've covered, but I'll just reiterate and stop me if you've heard it already. He was a GM there, and he was only 24 at the time. And although he knew how to sell beer, didn't know a lot about beer stylistically. So I was originally brought on the Swing Bellies team to bartend, spread the craft word, and kind of move forward what they had been doing there before the new owners took over.
What was some of the first beers that you guys had there that kind of started making that transformation happen?
There's too many to really. I don't know. There's too many that we were trying to circulate in.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I can think of my personal favorites that push the ball forward. And I tend to avoid shouting out too many specifics as far as personal favorites, because I like to as a former brewer in New York State brewer, I was brewing in the early 90s. And I've seen a lot within the craft brewing industry and the brewing industry in general. It was a tough go in the early days with the market in New York just wasn't quite ready for some of the things that were happening. I was at Longshore in particular at the time. I also spent some time in Brooklyn at Beer Craft in the early 2000s.
Sorry, Ken.
And even then, bringing the knowledge to the people, there were lots of people as recently as 2005 that had no idea what a Gosa was, who had no idea what a Belgian Triple was, who had no idea what a Weizenbach was, even though they had been around the block, sophisticated people, culturally elevated, whatever you want to call it. It was still the infancy phase of the marketplace itself. Now we're in the infancy stage of the I would say the producer end of it, with all the breweries opening.
Okay.
And what I perfect way to illustrate it is we wouldn't have been able to have an event like this that features beers New York City to Montauk only, even as recently as 5 or 10 years ago. Now we can populate. Now there's at least 20. There's more.
And most of your customers can probably name 5 or 8 breweries off the top of their head that are, close by doing something different.
Sure.
Yeah.
And the industry is burgeoning in New York State. I'm sure you've covered with your audience what's happened in Albany and I'm sure Dan illustrated really well how to get the industry going, to compete with
Farmers
Vermont.
Brewers license.
Yes, and to compete with Vermont and New Hampshire, because they were killing us. In Maine, all of New England was way ahead of the curve. And, as far as brewing industry as a whole craft, the East Coast is a little bit behind the West Coast, particularly Oregon and California, that kind of lead the way. And as far as beer is concerned, we kind of pick up the ball and follow up on that. So you see the trends happening out there, and they tend to occur here, some years later. But again, not to circle back too much, but with barbecue, I came on board here just a couple of months ago to do their social media to make artwork. As a former brewer and a former artist, I'm always trying to figure out a way to combine the two things I love, which is craft brewing industry and making cool artwork. And that's what I've been doing here. And since we had so much success over in Long Beach, we decided to just come up with ideas, and Rockatauk is the first of those ideas. We're going to have some pretty big festivals this summer too out back. We're going to have the tent going, and we're expanding the tap lines. And
Yeah, I was talking to Ryan outside about a bunch of the stuff that's going to happen in the next few, I guess in the next year. One of the things I really like going to is some of those Oktoberfests, just standing outside where it's still kind of warm, but just enjoying good German-style beers. And
It's always warm enough if you drink enough.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
he loves,
you do.
He loves a lot.
Yeah,
And he does a good job, too.
Right.
So Long Beach Brewing Company has a home here, and we want to cultivate that relationship within the brewing industry. Now, they've been very receptive. Dan's become a good friend of mine, and it's one of the things we do. We work together to support the industry, and something like this. It's not to sprinkle in political inklings, but this is something where producers and consumers within an industry can come together and kind of empower themselves. Like the more New York State beer we drink, the more we work together, the more kind of power we provide for ourselves as far as our influence, how we affect the industry, how we affect our communities.
Absolutely,
we want to give money to the people, to like the brewers who are our neighbors and our friends.
Mm-hmm.
We don't need to send it wherever else.
Across the country?
Yeah,
Colorado,
or overseas,
California.
Or, listen, we're going to support craft beer from California, from Colorado, from everywhere. We're going to do that, but we feel it's important to start,
you're up.
to start locally.
Of course, Ghost Wave. Unless you got a can of black lager underneath.
There is.
Do you have it? Yes, I know he does.
Yes, please.
See, I was like,
There's
yeah,
beer
yeah,
everywhere.
Yes.
You can probably look under a loaf of bread and find a cold beer this weekend.
He's been cutting out loaves, just sticking beers in there, throwing in the freezer.
They're
Like,
everywhere.
it's
There's
fine.
beer everywhere. And like we literally tripled
Thanks,
the
sir.
volume of the beer that's typically kept in-house. We added a few kegerators. There's split taps that happen in the market. And
Yeah.
like I said, there's going to be more tap lines being added.
So what's
Full
your
glass.
Yeah,
Thank you,
Jesus
sir.
Christ. What's your ultimate goal?
I win.
Yeah, you definitely won that one. I'm going to drive, so for me, that was probably for the best. What's your ultimate goal here? Because you guys have been here for a few months, and see, the girls have stickers here, and I told them before if they're feeling
If
good.
they come over and woo,
Yeah,
what happened?
Then I give them a sticker because they get to talk on the headphones
Ruh-roh.
if they like to. That's all right. You know how it goes when my best of my art man kicks
Indeed.
in. So James, before they start ruining our broadcast, what's your ultimate goal here? What's the thought process here about what your future, your vision is for the restaurant, and what you're doing with this huge freaking barn door that's beautiful and gorgeous.
Talk to them about the market.
Cool. Well, the marketplace is probably going to be, for takeout and like Tapa style hangouts. Like we'll be featuring what we call the brewers, the brewer sessions.
Right.
Where here in the marketplace we'll pick one brewer, for each of the events, and we feature them specifically, and we say, do you want to pair it up with some stuff from the pit?
Right.
And we'll pair up the beers, and we'll just basically throw a party out.
It's a great idea. The barbecue beer pairing is
It's just
phenomenal.
good food and good beer. We just happen to do barbecue here, and there's a few other items.
do it well.
And
It
do it
just
well.
so happens they threw a barbecue here, but we're doing craft beer here.
And it's with a New York spin, so
Right.
it's not served all on Texas toast
Bless
wrapped
you.
in the brown paper, but we'll have like the banh
You have the
mi.
banh mi's, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
And they'll continue to increase that as they kind of tinker with the ideas. Right now, again, they've been open about a year now, I think here,
Yeah.
about or so.
It's getting there.
So not very long. So it's focusing on the quality of the product, which they kind of got down, getting the pit meat just right, dialing in the whole system, and then kind of expanding from the basic platform, which is really superb.
We've had the tacos; those are delicious. We
Yes.
had the sliders, which were unbelievable. I made sure we got the pickled chips. I'm a huge fried pickle fan, so
There you go.
For me,
I wolfed down 4 sliders.
Yeah.
Did
and
you? They were
I
good.
did.
They were
Next
so
time
good.
you just get busy with a rack of baby
Yeah,
backs.
I think that's more of a
Yeah.
sit down. I need a baby wipe kind of thing.
Yeah, and then like a little you need time for a siesta after
Yes,
the job.
yes.
You know what? Yeah.
Well,
not-
it's another excuse to come down here because, obviously the restaurant, the beer list is a nice attraction. You have the beach within a block away.
The
You
beach
have
is
the
a
foot
block
traffic coming through all day, all night. So everything's been pretty cool. People have been stopping by, saying hello. I got a sticker for you.
Yeah,
It's
like there's
a
people
young
on the
lady
street
just walking
like
by.
asking us questions.
Hey,
What's
how you
going
doing?
on?
We're on the radio. There you go.
on the
It's the Word with Mike and Pete, GovsRadio.com. Check us out.
Again, so as far as the vision, like...
Thanks a lot. So James...
I have lots of ideas, and it's only a matter... I have the luxury of coming up with ideas and just dealing with the beer and the artwork, which is a lot. But, it's something I'm very comfortable with, so I don't feel overwhelmed by it.
Right. It's a lot.
But
it's a lot.
Ryan runs the day-to-day operations of the restaurant, which is a lot to cope with. So
looks like
as much as he can absorb that I can cram into his head, but he's game, and the whole team here. I've known the guys for years, and it's one of the reasons I wanted to be here is because they're people that I know, I trust, and I like very much. And if you get to know
Here
me,
he comes,
you'll know
the man,
that
the myth, the legend.
I have
Speak of the devil.
Kind of very particular ways about doing things, and it's basically doing it the right way, and they understand my personality quirks, if you will, and they appreciate the fact that I care. I bring personal ownership in my experience, which is in beer just happens to be pretty vast.
And that's great. So tell us a little bit about your past experience. I know you mentioned you used to be a brewer and you had done some stuff in the community. So what more can you elaborate on that?
So brewing nowadays is a little different in the sense that how you can go about getting your training. Especially living in New York, there weren't a lot of breweries to work to go to find a job. And you had to go find your information the old-fashioned way, like go to the library or
what's a library?
Or work under tutelage. It was before the interwebs. I was lucky enough to have, I'm going to say, the right place at the right time, but maybe because I was persistent enough to just, to get someone to give me a job. And back then, I was at a place called Longshore Brewing Company, and our Longshore Brewery was in Garden City. It went out of business in '99, but previous to that, there was only a couple of places on the island. One was Southampton Public House, where Phil Markowski was the brewmaster there.
White Ale.
Mark Burford was still, running, making the beer and making deliveries at Blue Point. Back then these guys were my colleagues, and Phil I can give a lot of credit for. He put a lot of information in my head. Mark too. Every time I had an opportunity to go spend the day shoveling grain and just picking their brain for knowledge. Now that knowledge is pervasive. It's everywhere. And there's lots of places you can go. And homebrew clubs, in particular, that's probably the best place to avoid. Like if you get the bug, so to speak, and you want to brew at home, my recommendation to people is always go to a homebrew club because you'll avoid all the mistakes, all the needless expenses, and
homebrews and hand grenades.
They're great. Pete, speaking of Pete, is now, Pete is one of the members there. He's the head brewer at Brew SA over in Freeport. So that's definitely a springboard. The Brew Club is a springboard for a professional career, and I've seen it happen. People who it's probably happened with. And that's a big springboard for a professional career.
Brewers Collective springs to mind, obviously.
Yeah, you got those guys.
A lot of those guys started in the homebrew clubs.
Yes, they did. Yeah, absolutely.
But as far as the vision, it's going to be interesting as far as barbecue, what happens. How much they decide to kind of take the reins off me and just let me go. Okay, we're going to do this, and it's just trust me on this one. And so we'll see. But Ryan is game. He's game. Yeah. He's great. And he's a believer in supporting craft.
Yes, and everything we gather between the two of you is nothing but support for that industry and for what it brings to New York State and brings to each and every community throughout Brooklyn, Queens, Long Island, everything.
And I mean,
it sets a great example for community empowerment. It's one of the few industries where producers and consumers are in love with each other.
Correct.
Absolutely.
In the sense that you have car fans, but they're not like, yay, I love Goodyear tires so much. I mean, they might be, but they don't want to go visit them every weekend. Or so there's this opportunity to work together between producers and consumers, help local businesses and bring people together in the most simple terms. And when you do that and get people working together, stretching arms across, we all have a common interest. It doesn't matter what your political inklings are. It's something that everyone can benefit from
and agree on too. Like, oh, I like beer.
Yeah.
Do you like beer?
It's easy
I like
to
beer.
agree on.
Do you like Trump? No. But all right, I like beer though. Okay, all right. So
and
we're
you
good.
can
we
dislike
can hang
all.
out.
You can like or dislike all of the political people who are involved, whether they're in
But they're
office
still gonna have
or
a
on
beer
the
at the bar
outside.
afterwards.
And yeah, this is a place where we're doing business together, and it's something that everybody wants.
Right.
And I think we should take advantage of the love affair between producers and consumers.
I agree. Speaking of your consumers, Dan, can you ask one of these lovely ladies? Come on over here for a second. Come over here. Put these headphones on. It's going to be you.
Headphones for someone's name on them.
Because James, I think this is very important to hear. Put those headphones on, and then this is your
Watch out
microphone.
for the sunglasses.
Yeah, no, you're good. Yeah, you might want to
Can
take
you
the
hear us?
sunglasses off, and then put the headphones so it stays there. You don't want
You
to
can go Guy Fieri style with the with the sunglasses.
Don't do any of that.
Back of the neck for no fucking reason.
Hi. What's your name? Amy, how are you? All right, so you came down to Rockatauk this very fine Saturday afternoon. How'd you hear about it? Instagram. And through whose Instagram? Through the RBQ's Instagram? And how'd you hear about RBQ before? There you go. There you go. I'm going to pull right off of that. So so you heard about the festival, and you came down and doing some day drinking with all of us.
Indeed. Indeed.
That's absolutely true.
Well, we don't want to go that far, but at least you can get home and
In
get
your
a good
basement
night
by
rest.
yourself?
Yeah.
At late hour? No,
No,
just
yeah,
me. Just me.
Just Pete. Yeah,
Just
sorry.
me. All right.
So where are
Whatever.
you from? Are you from the area or? Okay. So you got a big Long Beach crowd.
Beach represent.
Yes.
Between
Long Beach
Dan
rolling deep
and Swing
today.
Bellies and James, obviously the tie-in is huge. You've enjoyed a lot of beer. I see you guys are checking off your list as you go through. Be careful; it will blow away. I promise you, it will blow away.
We got a nice breeze going.
I'm sorry. What was your first name again? Amy. Sorry, that's right.
So what have you had today, Amy? What have
no,
you
she's had
sampled
everything.
thus
So what?
far?
She's going through the entire tap list.
Alyssa, why aren't you on
Hi,
the mic
Alyssa.
as well?
Well, there's no fifth mic.
Come on.
There's no fifth mic. Stop it. She's like, my girl got it. My girl got it.
Hey, Dan. Go swing.
Okay.
The can selections?
Yep.
Good for you.
You have
Making
45
the
minutes
fucking
to have
rounds.
everything here. I know. I have no doubt you will.
There you go. Go say hi to Dan for us.
There you go.
Jamie.
What have you enjoyed the best? Like, out of everything you've seen, did you?
Or give us your top three or top
she's
five.
been taking. Have you been taking notes? She's
Tasting
been
notes? Look at you.
Son of a bitch.
That's the only way to
She's
go.
better than we are.
Listen,
yeah,
daytime drinking might be safe, but
It's a low
you
bar.
still need to remember
You
things.
do.
So
You do
write
need to
them down.
remember later tonight, if you go back to Swing Bellies and see something on tap and you go, I want that, I've had it today. Okay. Yep. Okay.
I haven't had that one yet, actually.
The Mermaid? Okay. Okay. So do you
You're probably
avoid
not
them?
drinking the right
We
IPAs.
won't hold it against you.
I'm not a huge IPA fan either.
Okay.
Well,
yeah.
that's just dedication. right there.
Dedication. We
She's
love that.
muscling through every
She's
bit of
a
this.
gamer, all in.
You could,
Yeah.
you could do that.
Did you get through? Is Garvey's on that list? I didn't see.
Garvey's, yeah, the port service porter is.
Yes,
We
the
got
sports.
it.
I love that. That's one of my favorite too. Yeah, she's got 3 stars on that one.
Dankeschön.
So what was? Did you have like 5-star beer? Did you have something that really stood out?
Obviously, Ghost Wave IPA.
So have you met James? I'm sorry. James is the proprietor here at RBQ.
I am not a proprietor, actually.
All right, fair enough. I don't know what the word proprietor means, so that's probably the problem.
I'm a participant.
Participant. And so he would like to know, like, if he was going to keep
Alyssa,
some of
would you be
these-
so kind as to get me a beer?
See?
Can I have a Ghost Wave IPA, please?
So if you're going to choose anything to
Actually-
keep that you've tasted today, what would you keep on tap here at RBQ?
There you go.
It's
She's
easy
going
to
to her
keep
notes.
we can keep almost all of them, so this is going to be easy.
Right. Yeah. We are keeping every single thing we have here. We're
Thank
not
you
just
so
going to
much.
leave it out the back door.
But it's interesting to note,
I'm
and this circles
good.
back to
I'm
your
good.
question.
Thank you.
Coney Island?
One
Sure,
of the
why
things
not?
we're definitely one of the things we want to do is is collect the beers from out east that are not distributed.
Okay, yeah.
and we're going to make road trips, and we may even do it into Pennsylvania if they're allowed to sell legally in New York.
And
So-
I'm glad you mentioned that. I wanted to touch on that earlier. Just the dedication to expanding people's palates out here and bringing some different stuff out here. You actually drove out to Bayshore to pick up stuff from
Riverhead
Brewers
too.
Collective
And Riverhead, they
Dubco,
all the way out there.
Riverhead,
North
and,
Fork,
and
North Fork Brewing Company,
Yep.
right? So
Yep. And we're going to do that too. We're going to include others like Mustache and 1940. Everyone who's
Yes.
out there that we don't know yet. Everyone can get the beers that the distributors carry.
Yes.
Everyone can get those.
But
And
the brewers that are still self-distributing, those are tougher to get if you're not within a half hour's drive.
Yes, exactly. And if
so
they
much.
don't, or if they may not have the time or the manpower, they
Stacked
may
up.
want it to deliver to us, but they just can't. They don't have enough.
Right. There's not enough
people or
resources
what-
to get them
yeah.
to get them this far in.
So I would think that's something that we're going to explore because
Right.
that's something that's truly unique that we can do.
Amy, what was
Here.
you were going to say? What was your favorite was? Uh-oh. Come on, turn the alarm off. Your
I didn't even know
sister's
people
ass.
have a car
Come
alarms
on.
anymore.
Yeah, I don't think. Come on, it's the first time operating a vehicle. There you go.
Thank
All right,
you.
Amy, go ahead. Okay. Ooh.
Woo! Shout out to Dan.
There we go.
Dan's here.
Yeah, I've got a.
Yeah.
Is that the guy with the cool tattoo?
Yeah. Fresh. Cool tattoo. There you go.
You got to try their black lager.
Yeah, we're
Shipwreck black lager, or you
Shipwreck
might have
It's in
that's
cans
outside,
in the back.
cans outside.
Yeah. If she,
That shit's the balls.
Oh, they.
Oh, there's so many cans out there.
She's on, and if you don't get through all of them by the time the session ends, we're not strict like that. We'll make sure you get to taste them all.
You
Make
will
the whole round.
If you
It's a
haven't
little
finished it by
tough,
6
you know,
o'clock,
it's-
don't worry about it. You'll get through it.
Even if you're a
We'll make it.
dedicated drinker with big sea legs, it's
Yes.
still you need that extra little bit of time to
Arr. I'll
you
get
know,
through
to-
the entire top list.
I had a hard time, and this is day 2 for me, and I don't think I've hit them all yet.
Get out of here.
Yeah, but
Oh, boy. I wouldn't have made it in today if I hit them all yesterday. I'll tell you that.
I got
Fair point.
I got this little glass, so.
I know. Well, you guys really put together some really great stuff.
We're definitely proud of it, and I knew we were putting together a pretty special lineup.
Yes.
But yesterday it kind of blew me away when I was tasting them all, like beers I hadn't tasted before. I was like, wow, this is great. This is great. This is great. And I got home talking to my wife, like, you gotta come.
And again, we had the list here that you guys put together, and it's just such a nice wide area, like 50 miles, 60 miles separating all these breweries. Doesn't seem like a lot if you're out east or out west, rather.
Yeah, it's
But
100 miles, actually.
Is it? From Montauk all the way into where else? Sloop, I guess?
Well,
The
I'm
furthest
not
west?
counting up there,
Okay.
but as far as Riverhead is 90 miles from Long Beach.
Okay.
So
All right,
you
so
add
yeah, it
another
will be.
11 miles here. We're
And-
at 100. I'm not very good at math, but I think it's pretty close.
Or geography.
Shoot.
Today? Hey, Jinx, you owe me a beer.
Just go to
They
the
don't
mall.
select; they just drink them all.
That's
like,
true.
There's no.
We
there's
have
no-
not
Well,
gone
I
through
looked
the
at the
list like you
tab
did.
handles, and I'm like, oh, that looks good.
It starts.
What was ever within eye range? Is it?
I was gonna say it
And-
starts with we were sitting here, and so we started the day with pretty much everything over there.
And then I saw a Saison, and I was hooked.
Oh, the
Do you have
barrel
the-
aged saison, but
Yeah.
Dubco.
Yeah, Dubco
That's
Saison.
another one that's not available in New York City.
Nope.
We really like what they're doing out there, and we hear great things from the people, the consumers, and within the industry. Our industry people, they like the guys and like what they're doing. So.
Dubco is one of the buzzier breweries out on the island,
Sure,
along with
sure.
Sand City and Barrier. So
Correct.
Yeah. Barrier,
They're doing
Evan,
really good things.
Evan Klein,
Greenport
I've
too.
known
Greenport
them.
really
Yes.
coming through too.
Yeah, Greenport is fantastic. They make great beer, and they're good guys. We took a trip out there when we were at Swing Bellies, and they took really good care of us. And it's again, we have them here because of the relationship that we cultivate, and it goes again back to the concept of.
one of the few
They're
people doing
locals.
a lager these days too. Their title lager is
Yes.
fantastic.
Yep, and they do some cool stuff. That's don't want to say out of the box, but the leaf pile ale is
Oh, I
really
love
cool.
leaf pile.
And the pith and peel, with all the rind and all the stuff in there. They put the fruit in, they put the rinds in, they put it in during the mash, they put it in during the boil. They leave no
Just start
stone. They
shoveling
just
it in
make
there.
sure they get all the flavor in. And they're cool. They also have a centrifuge out there, which is not
For
not
enriching
many.
uranium?
Yeah.
For it's a filtration device.
Was that
and
two inside?
It
They're
sounds like
Brookhaven
there's,
Labs. They're just centrifuging
no
everything.
selenium, radioisotopes
there
in
you
the
go.
beer, but who knows? The way things are going, someone may do that.
Amy, outside of this lineup that we're looking at here, what's one of your favorite beers? What's your go-to if you had, you're at a beer
What are you
distributor?
addicted to lately?
Right. What's the
Well,
most recent?
It should be
Uh-oh,
noted
just
that
put
I'm
the
buying
sunglasses
beer. That I'm buying beer
Oh.
for two, so it's like my wife is involved at home. Thank God she's an IPA. We're kind of in the same neighborhood as far as our kind of cruising beers.
Yeah.
The founder is all day session IPA is kind of something kind of, I guess, our daily driver, if you will. That's a bad pun, I guess.
No.
But you get the idea. Big Centennial bite. It's kind of got a lot of West Coast, IPA affectations in a smaller, more manageable
Tininess
package.
and,
And as time goes by, and if you're hanging out at the beach with the kids too, you want to have something where you can keep your wits about you.
Yep.
And
Let 'em drink.
I like to drink beer. I don't want to
Darwinism.
have just one or two. I'll have at least 3 or 4. Maybe.
Right.
Mike and I were having that conversation on the show earlier. Mike's giving me a few single beers, and I have a tough time getting through them. He's like, well, what if I like it and I want 6 more of them? I don't have 6 more of them.
16 more,
I just have
8%,
one.
16
And I
ounce
finally drank
cans.
that
I got it.
lemongrass IPA.
Oh, yeah, how was it?
It was fucking
It
great.
was good, right? It was really good.
Well, just make sure you go, take them home, and
Right.
then nothing bad can happen.
So you like Kona? Kona's one of your favorite? Yeah, which one's your favorite out of all of them? Oh, yeah,
Who doesn't love Big
Yeah,
Wave?
Big Wave's a great
It's
one.
great summer beer.
12-ounce cans on the deck, with the barbecue going, everything. Oh, it's delicious. I was a big fan of Castaway, and then they haven't produced it in over a year now. Castaway's gone. It is so good. Get out of
you go.
here.
Oh, sales rep.
There you go.
It's a big old brewing family affair here.
Yes. Tell your sister to tell them to send an email to get them to make Castaway again. I want my grapefruit IPA. It was never marketed as a grapefruit IPA, but it damn well tasted like grapefruit.
Grapefruit
And
just
that's where
works.
Sculpin came in. With
Sculpin, yes,
Ballast
from
Point,
Ballast Point.
It might have been one. Yeah, Cisco might have done one.
Cisco Bay?
Yeah, it might have done one. I love the grapefruit IPAs. It's
a flavor that works. It
yeah.
just they work together, and if a lot of the West Coast hops, that's the C hops,
Right.
the Columbus, Centennial, Cascades,
Hood. Mount Hood? Mount Hood
Chinook.
hops?
Oh,
Chinook.
Mount Hood is actually a part of the Hollow Tower family.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a little more floral than piney.
Yeah, a little more towards the Noble Inklings and
Okay.
affectations. But, not to, oh wait, I
That
don't.
was a great-
I don't have to worry about getting nerdy on the.
No,
the
you don't.
podcast.
Not on our
Definitely not,
Yes,
no.
yes, I love that.
We have a ton of those West Coast beers that I liked. I always liked Stone. Stone was one of my first.
Stone was great. One of my personal favorites, to answer again your question, is the Green Flash Soul Style.
Oh yeah, of course.
6.5 when I was brewing, like 6.5 was kind of like the ceiling on ABVs. 6.5 and 55 to 60 IBUs
I
would
shake
be.
my fist at that, going, you have nothing.
I know.
Now that's just adorable.
I know.
That's cute.
Us irreverent Americans,
you.
we just have to bastardize everything.
Yes, we need to go to 11 or 12 or 14 in order to get the real flavor.
But it's beautiful. And again, a beer like that we have here is the North Fork Piercy Ale. That's a beer that truly spoke to me.
Yeah, you really like that one. Huh?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
So Ryan was telling me we gotta go out east together. So when you have a moment and we have a moment, we could share that moment together. We'll definitely go out
That
with you.
sounds hot.
We definitely. I know it
It's
does
hot.
sound sexy. I
It's really
apologize. We definitely have to head out to some of those breweries out east between North Fork and
1940s.
1940s. The Holbrook area is great. The
We have to
Riverhead
go.
area is
We want to go
great.
to Mustache. We wanted to.
Yeah.
We had them.
Riverhead, yeah.
We were planning to have them on for Rockatauk. We just couldn't pull it off with all the other stuff that we had going on. You know, not to make excuses, but
well, everyone's schedules have to sync up too, right?
We're going to have them. We hear great things that they're doing over there, and we're going to have them too. And I'm curious to see what's happened over at Southampton Public House because, again,
which is now West Hampton Brewery.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. More changes over on same spot, same location over there.
No, they moved it down on West Hampton Beach area.
Okay, I used to live in West Hampton Beach.
Yeah, they're doing great stuff. So my bartender I used to work with at this place out in Bethpage, it's just her cousin that owns it. We've heard like 15 different ways that somehow we're connected to them, but yet we still have not been able to get them on. But they're on the hook. We'll put them on.
There's a rumor they exist.
Ooh.
So let's get them hooked up. You know, all the small guys, all the little guys. Listen, we want to get them off the ground and help them however we can.
I'm giving out some bumper stickers that we just got newly minted this week. It says, I was on the radio. You can hear me and you can see me. Check us out on govsradio.com and then like a million different icons. Every logo we possibly could have is on there. Hey, Tommy, touch me. We're not kicking you off. I was just giving it to you just so before I forget and you guys walk away. You're not going anywhere. You got a whole bunch of taps to drink.
They're going the
She's
distance.
gone.
I have a feeling they're going to stay for the second session.
She got absorbed into the cooker, into the smoker. There you go. So James, what do you think is coming up for the future for the restaurant? I know we talked about back when we came and met with you about the market. What's your thought process on how this is going to be able to feed the community that's here?
Well, it's just a matter of time before the word gets out on the quality of the food. And
it's true.
You know, it's a matter of, you know, do people really want to get the quality? You know, if they want the quality, they'll come here. If not, they'll, I don't know, go to Arby's, I guess. I don't know.
I hear they have the meats. Or so says Ving Rhames.
We have the meat.
They have something.
It's not Ving Rhames, is it? No, it's
the
other
other
guy.
Ving Rhames.
No, it's not.
Institutional grade cafeteria.
Google it.
I will. You looked them up?
But, you know,
you're going to have to look it up.
Anyone who knows the process of barbecue is a time-consuming. The brisket process takes 12 hours. It's not if you want to like quick bite or like something, you know, like out of the box, out of the freezer, like the generic kind of dishes that you see at continental style American restaurants. That's just not something that they do here. So if you want to have meat prepared the way it really should be, with the care and attention, and not just as a commodity, as a real delicacy, it's really the only way to have it. Oh, we got Dennis Bermudez in the house.
Hey, what up, Dennis?
Hi, Dennis.
What's going on?
What's up, guys?
How are you?
Nice to meet you. Mike, Pete.
Dennis Bermudez is here, one of our old friends back from Long Beach. Maybe you want to come on and say a few words? Can we talk to Dennis here?
Sure.
We don't. Hey, Amy, thank you a lot.
Thanks for
popping on, and enjoy the rest of the night. And yeah,
awesome.
Enjoy the rest of that tap line that you're gonna have to work hard to finish.
Dennis,
you can do it. I believe in you. I believe in you.
Is a world-class athlete, just retired, had a fantastic career in the UFC, and he's a good friend of ours. And again, a family affair. He's not a brewer, but that's okay.
But
he loves good beer, and he loves barbecue, and he loves good beer, and he's become a really good friend of ours. We've known each other for a while, and he's here today with us. And gotta be something like that.
So you were part of the Swing Belly community, I guess? Yeah. And so what have you kind of seen over the last 7 years that kind of expanded in regards to either the restaurant scene or the craft beer scene, and you're outside kind of third party looking in as not a brewer? Well, there's one way to put it.
What's it like beating people up for a living?
Yeah.
And it's the preparation. Like you lose. You can't have, let's say, a lot of the fun.
There's no 2 a.m. There's
After the fight.
Okay. And it's all about cutting weight and getting back into shape. Yeah. Is it tough to kind of go through that process? Is it something is the process something you enjoy, or you enjoy more the end result and just work yourself through the process? I got a lot of work to do.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you have a wife, kids, family, anything? Okay. Okay. Good for you. And so how's
They're here
that?
too. We're family friendly. You
Oh, good.
can have a beer fest and bring your kids too.
Of course.
They're not mutually
I
exclusive.
actually invited my wife down and some other people, but my wife had...
I didn't.
I know. Well, your wife's busy, and my wife ended up saying it's a little bit of a drive for all the kids, my younger kids or whatever. So it's a little bit of... Wow.
We appreciate
Where do
that.
you live? Where at?
Where? Get the fuck out of here.
We
Born and raised, and he lives there now.
And I live there now.
So you guys are neighbors.
Okay.
Okay.
Whereabouts? You don't have to give us a street name, but like where roughly? Give me a. Okay, so that's a street. I just said South First Street, North First Street. South. All right. I'm on 4th, by the way. South of Merrick Road, Montauk Highway, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so you're right around there. Hey,
I grew up on Albany Avenue.
I was told there'd be no geography involved.
Yeah. I live on 4th, right by Southside Seafood Restaurant. Yeah, we're literally right next to each other. It's not far away. That's funny. We were talking to people before. Everyone has ties to Lyndhurst somehow, somewhere.
Seriously.
It's so weird.
And
hey, see, you didn't even listen to the show. And we actually said it to one of the girls that were here, that it's the nickname is Michelle, right? What was her name?
Sure.
Tom and Michelle were on the show. They said, I said, it's Swindlehurst. Like, oh, why is it called Swindlehurst? I don't know. I guess back in the day it was a little shady. It's also in the Guinness Book of World Records for being a town that has the most amount of bars per square mile.
Seriously?
Oh, but you. Oh, for what?
That sounds awful.
It's a heart attack.
Oh my God.
How do you train for something like that?
That's a good question. That's a good question.
How many people did you have to beat for that record?
None. Were there other people competing against you? Okay. There you go. One of those guys, yeah. Okay.
I got this. I got it.
A liter of lemon juice.
That sounds painful.
It sounds like a horrible experience.
Tastes like burning.
Yeah.
So you had to do a second time? Are you fucking kidding me?
Ouch.
Did you have heartburn?
What do you do
like
to
heartburn
like,
to me
like
is
in
just, you threw it up. I would have gone and thrown it up immediately.
It's the heartburn started to show up, but he beat it up.
Yeah. Oh. Damn. Fuck.
Diuretic, to people who don't know, means it makes you pee.
Yeah.
A lot.
A lot.
Out your butt. Lots of liquid out your butt. That's terrible. But at least you got in there. So do you get you get a plaque and everything in the mail and whatnot? Ooh.
I'm going home with that fucking plaque.
Yeah.
Is that the natural competitor in you? Is that what
It's gotta be.
Like if something is posed?
Why else would you drink lemon juice through a straw?
Right, but I used to get that from the bookstore, like when they had like the book fair. I'd be like, I want the Guinness Book of World Records book for like $10.
A liter of lemon juice was your thing.
Yeah. Well, it is now literally your thing. Did anyone beat
the
it
wrong
since then?
place
Is it
at the
still
right
in there?
time, so to speak?
Yeah. Haven't kept up with.
I can't imagine there's a.
Okay, done.
That's awesome.
That's all.
I can't imagine there's a. I can't imagine there's a lot of competition for drinking a liter of lemon juice.
Yeah. Hey, you. I know you. You're the lemon juice guy. And you fight, don't you? I know you're at the fight. Yeah. No, I haven't seen you on UFC. No, but lemon juice, that's how I know you. Fuck. Yeah. And facing that voice. Do you?
Oh,
what do you do?
Please plug it.
Yeah, plug it.
Oh, and where can you find that? Like everywhere. Yeah, no, everywhere.
All the places.
Like I was giving out these stickers today. We just
All the
started
logos.
listing all of the logos of stuff where you can find us. It's like that. It just keep going. Yeah. Twitter,
Yeah,
Instagram,
check it out. It's a
YouTube,
fun show, too.
iTunes, Spotify.
Yeah. What is your podcast about? Okay.
Ooh, okay. Is she shaved? Did she shave before the fight? Right, and you're in the same community. I have no vested interest.
Other way.
Right.
There you go. Other direction.
Right.
There you go.
Same shit. Yeah. The inside tips that people don't know. Okay. Yeah, I hear you. Right. Nope.
Nope. Very beta.
Just
Well,
a
you
cool
sound like you
story
should
with
have a
fighting.
podcast on our network. We are part of the Governor's Comedy Club in Levittown. We broadcast live from Governor's Comedy Club every 2 weeks. We're doing roadshow today, but we have 13 different podcasts on the station. So if you want a little more of a professional environment, other than what I don't know where you're doing and what equipment you're using. Okay. Okay. G Fuel. Okay, yeah. Cool. Yeah, nice. And where's the Where's the studio? Is it the farming? Is it farming? Okay. Which is what town? Is it in?
Very cool.
It's in Long Island, right? Where is it? Okay, so they're right there. Oh, so you're real close. Yeah, fuck it. Don't go to Levittown. I apologize. Don't bother driving all the way to Levittown. But we have, I mean, if you ever want to, be part of the network, do your stuff there, and then have it, replay on there. We could work something out. Yeah, got a lot of.
The Hay Bale Lounge.
Yes. It's actually really nice out there.
It's our beer garden.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
And you got rope. Yeah, you got rope.
Listen.
Uh-oh.
Why don't I get Ryan for you too?
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Right.
You definitely want to interview him.
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
Are we back? My mic's off.
We are not back.
Oogie Wawa.
Is that back?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, there we go.
It was a delay in the recording. Something. Believe it or not, on our last break, I had to delete stuff. I guess I'm running out of hard drive space. So that's. I know.
All right, I'm gonna go grab Ryan and say goodbye to Dennis, and you guys
Dennis,
should
thanks for
definitely
coming
talk
on,
to him.
man.
Yeah, dude.
Good talking to you.
Thank
Yeah,
man.
definitely.
Good meeting
Dennis,
you.
thanks for
We'll
coming
see you
on.
Good
around.
meeting you, man. Thank you.
James, thanks a lot.
I'll
Again,
be
thanks
back,
for
but
that. No,
yeah, I'll be
We're gonna
back.
get Ryan
But
back on.
I think you should talk to Ryan. You
Yes,
get
we
his
should.
perspective for sure.
All right,
break.
yeah, we'll get him. Yeah, quick break.
Quick
We'll be right
break,
back after
tea
this.
break.
The Wort with Mike and Pete, GovsRadio.com. We're going to get a pee break. We're going to do a smoke break. We're going to do all that types of breaks. We're going to hang out with the girls, and we'll be right back after this.
This is Ghost Radio, and you're getting drunk with Mike and Pete on the Wort. This is Ghost Radio, and you're getting drunk with Mike and Pete on the Wort.
Hey, it's the Word with Mike and Pete, GovsRadio.com. What's that?
Should I go on the portable mic?
No, you just sit here.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, we'll get Ryan on mic number 3, and then we'll get
anyone
boy
else
over
on?
here.
Yeah. All right.
All right, so this is the Word with Mike and Pete, GovsRadio.com. We're wrapping up our segment here live at RBQ at Rockatauk here in Far Rockaway. We're going to be joined in just a moment by Ryan, the other head of
the actual proprietor.
The proprietor, yes, of RBQ here in Far Rockaway. And we're going to be joined also by, I don't know. We'll find out in just a moment exactly what's going on here. Ryan's coming in. He's had a hectic day out there sitting under the tent and relaxing and having a good time, slinging some beers. He's walking over with a good single cut, smacking asses. That's how he does. Your headphones are right here, and that's your mic there, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit. So we had James on for a little while and talking a little bit about Rockatauk and what's going on. So give me your take on exactly what you guys are trying to do here and what's going on.
You got to create the atmosphere.
That's it. Yeah, there you go. Pull that in there. It's closer, tighter.
Yeah. So, all right, let's start off fresh.
There we go.
This is Ryan here from RBQ.
There you go.
We created this little event, dragged some beers down from Montauk all the way to Long Island City to
turn that down for him.
It's a lot up to Omegang, Cooperstown, you know.
Yeah.
So we ran around grabbing beers, collected all the good stuff, and produced a great menu to just drop on the people.
Yeah, we had some
business,
shit ton of taps.
Yeah,
a lot of different styles. You got porters, you got IPAs. Thank you.
It's like a tremendous amount. We were going through the list a few times now, but from all the way out east, as far as Montauk, to all the way into the city, Single Cut and Big Alice, and Five Boroughs, Interborough, Six Point, Rockaway, Yonkers,
Dubco,
Dubco, Sloop was a big. People have been talking about that all day.
Juice bomb.
The juice bomb.
That's one of the ones that people are like, ooh, what is that all about? So give us a little concept of, since we're kind of like in the initial, not grand reopening, but this is kind of like your first exposure to the scene.
We opened up 4th of July last year, and we opened up light. And we were like, let's figure out the right algorithm, I should say, to just really punch this one in the beach town of Rockaway.
Yeah.
You can't find this stuff out anywhere. Who wants to walk into a bar and not have a good beer?
Not us.
Not me.
Nope. No, not us. And we go plenty of bars and plenty of breweries, and that's the first thing we're looking for is obviously a good beer.
The last thing I want to say is J-Mo Ginger, because I want to enjoy a good beer.
Right.
But
because barbecue doesn't go all that great with J-Mo Ginger unless I'm already tanked.
But it's nice being a beach town and to grab all these beers from different angles from New York that haven't been on tap in most places, and places that don't even self-distribute. You got to go to their tasting rooms to have it.
Now, did you think about
to build that relationship and to drag that beer out and them shaking my hand saying, take it and go? I want to drink it.
Right.
Absolutely.
I want to drink it.
Was that the concept, like going into this, is that we want to start this, but we want to go to the next level where we're, taking it to that point where we're all, trying to do the same thing, trying to get the right beer, trying to get the right food?
Absolutely. And, those are all New York, and I'm a big supporter of shopping local.
Okay.
Keep it going, and then we'll branch off other times, but this is, yeah.
I was talking to James saying, this is a really cool community.
Meet the neighbors, different communities.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about the guy next door. Go to the other house. Right. Behind him,
Those guys over there are great, too. Yeah. That's great. We have Bobby over here. Bobby's from Barrier Brewing Company. Come on over here for a sec, Bob.
Bobby.
Take this. So, Bobby, I don't know if you know, but once you put those headphones on, you can hear me better. Instead of the beeping of the bullshit, the delicious
the
meats.
Smoker.
I know the delicious
fucking
smokers.
asshole.
Sorry.
At least we're doing this.
That's well for you.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah.
Is that a whole hickory hog right there?
Yeah. We got a 4
You like
4-hour
burnt ends,
in.
Bobby?
There you go.
I hope there's a bunch of them.
So, Bobby, we believe it or not, we just made the announcement today because I heard from my buddy Ricky over at Horace and Sylvia's that you're going to be on the show on June 3rd. I don't know if you even knew.
He just texted me yesterday.
Yeah.
He told me to send me a link. I didn't open it.
That's okay. Thank you so much.
He's my guy. No,
Yeah,
no, he
he
knows that if he asked me, I'm going to do it.
Nice.
I just asked her to do some homework, but look at how live this homework is.
There he is. Live homework.
You're doing your homework
like Ricky,
right
I was on the show actually 2 days later. It's unbelievable. Thanks, buddy.
Shout out to Ricky.
Yeah, absolutely. So
Another great restaurant.
Ricky was a student of mine way back in the day. He took audio production where I teach, and he ended up becoming a busboy at Horace and Sylvia's, and he's been there that long that he became the bar manager in a way, and then beer contact
your way
person,
up the
and
line.
worked his way up the line.
Yeah.
6 years.
He's the
7.
big bleep over there.
Oh no, you can curse. You can curse. He's the
big
fuck yes.
Yeah. Oh, Ricky.
All right.
Yeah.
Ryan's the biggest dick.
Yeah, that's good. He felt left out for just a moment. He's like, fuck. I wanted to be the biggest dick.
We're in my restaurant. We're talking about my dick.
I should have concurred.
As you should have.
She's still upstairs.
So,
He has that 20
perhaps.
I know he's happy.
She's getting an Airbnb up there. You're good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I
fair.
heard.
Did you build one of those?
No. We're back to
We'll take it
Dubco.
We got outside. Everybody wants
Everyone's
to
in.
right now.
We used to have this thing open like for the last 3 hours, and we closed it because it was getting really freezing.
We got a beer for you. They want something to eat. We'll give them a...
Smells the brisket.
Yeah, it is. It smells of smoke. Let me get some of that smoke. All right, peace out. Thanks, Len. A lot of people have been walking through like that, just walking by, being like, "Hey, what's going on?"
You got to
Hey,
set
what
up
you
a
doing?
mic out there and open it
Well,
up
we
all the
thought
way.
about
Probably
that.
best if we don't.
If I brought an intern this time, we would have had a real problem. Let me tell you, because our intern we usually bring is a man on the street, and he used to do like the interviews with the people that we have at the beer fest and things like that. So it ends up being a really cool concept. But this time we were like, nah, we'll keep it small, we'll keep it light. And I forgot to bring an entire mic with me, so that's why Bobby's sitting there on the portable.
Hey, we love Barrier over here.
Fuck yeah!
So,
Everybody loves Barrier.
Thanks a lot for coming down to the restaurant.
No, Ryan's my guy for a while now, and anytime I get to have a beer in my hand, look at him in the eyes, I know something.
Yeah, let's not talk about 2 weeks ago at the Metropolitan Pavilion. That's New York City for you guys. Shop
go.
local.
Oh my goodness. No, the love is real, and I'm happy for him to be out here doing his thing.
And what you guys brought, the Ocean Wood, that's something that I don't think I can get or have had by me. So give me a little background on the Ocean Wood and what you guys have done with that.
So yeah, we just wanted to put something out there, kind of mocking how we do videos all the time for releases. So we figured we're really turning in Oceanside into Ocean Wood. And like,
Hollywood, yep.
So yeah, on the label, if you see, we kind of rebuilt like a little Hollywood scene with the Ocean Wood on there. I think I'm kicking a soccer ball that's turning into a meteor or something. There's a big eggplant right in the middle where the ABV is. No eggplant in the beer, but just remind you who else's big dick is.
That's I like the little subtle things dropped into artwork like that. And just so you know.
This June 3rd show is going to be trouble.
Yes. Yeah. Well, we are definitely thank you very much for agreeing to that. We always find it hard to just get the contacts. And when Ricky and I were talking for a while on Mother's Day about his lineup and what he had from you guys, the Nightmare collab that he had on tap.
Dude, yeah.
Oh my God.
No, it's a fire beer.
Fucking ridiculous.
And Billy's fucking awesome.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
So I've been chasing him for years too, but
No, it'll be easy. Well, if you corner him like you did to me,
Yeah.
We did.
No, we did
actually corner him last year.
Last year
we cornered him
at
at Croxley's for Craft Beer Week.
Yes.
Somehow got him on air. I think
Croxley's is
20
the
minutes
place
we
for
had
that.
him on there.
Yeah.
He talked Sand City with us for a little bit, but it was when they were closed still.
Yes.
I think they weren't even open back yet, so we kind of just
going through that bullshit.
just bombarded him with those questions, which I'm sure he's sick of, and we just wanted to get the personal info, but since then.
It's
they've
got to be
gotten,
tough to shit on the town you currently reside in.
Right. And currently just got back up and running.
Yeah, it's kind of like Bobby walking in looking like Action Bronson.
There you go.
Hey, I smoked my weed.
There you go. By the way, we opened the show with an Action Bronson song called Barbecue.
Awesome.
It's a fucking great fucking track.
Circle right
Yeah,
now.
exactly.
I'm sure we smell the same.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we've seen some of those videos. Great concepts that you guys are putting together, and great stuff that help promote give you a little unique kind of flavor to the brewery, right?
For sure. I mean, and I think everyone just like looks forward to it too. It's like, what stupid ass thing are we gonna do this week?
Right.
Things up now.
Like secure the bag.
Yeah, kidnapping Sam.
Oh, that was great.
Yeah.
And I mean, though, he only had one request, was not to mess up his hair, so I mean, you cut it right before I put the bag all the way on.
And that's it, done.
But yeah, other than that, no, I mean, yeah, everybody's always a great host. And I think the brewers look forward to it too now. Like, we'll have people asking us, like, what are we going to do? Like, how are we going to tie it in?
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody gets excited behind it. And you see a lot of breweries do it now too, so it's nice to, like, even inspire other people to want to go out there and just make a fool of yourself. It doesn't really matter. It's beer. Like,
gives a shit.
Can't take yourself too
People are still going to drink the beer.
Right?
I'm going to focus that the beer's awesome, and then we'll just do some other shit.
Yeah. Take two. Take two.
There you go. What goes into the Ocean Wood? It's an IPA.
Yeah. So it's.
Are you drinking that right now? Is that?
Right
Yeah,
now,
of course. Yeah. It's delicious. Yeah. Right.
It's 75% Nelson. So other than when we do like a single hop in our Suburb series, where that's just 100% just round hop. So that's the most Nelson we've ever put into a beer. So 75% Nelson. Then we got some Raquel, Mosaic, and Centennial just to get a little dank, weediness on it too. So it's super candy and dank at the same time. I think I don't even know the ABV off the top of my head. I don't know, somewhere high sevens.
Yeah, I was gonna say 7.7. I think, or somewhere in there. Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's a beautiful beer and one of those beers we made this year.
It was delicious. It's one of the ones I had to go over out of the main tap room and try, because we've been stuck in here and we've been just going right through this tap list. But I'm like, no, I'm gonna go over and have the barrier, because every time I see something new from you, I gotta get in on it.
I mean, that demand to keep doing new stuff is crazy too. It's
Hell yeah.
You've done for me lately, so I mean that's another job in itself. What do we name it? What do we?
Right. And after a while, you got to run out of shit to do. And
Fuck,
shit to
that's
say.
delicious.
Yeah,
that's what they would
That's
say,
it.
right?
One of my favorites was Ishkray. Ishkray was.
Oh, that is great.
Fuck.
Rip Rap.
And
Rip
Rip
Rap's
Rap
my
is great.
favorite.
Tonto.
I dig the
We got.
smoky beers. People need to get more into that.
I know. Well, I've been drinking nothing but dark beer all night. I was having some of Dan's Black Lager. I was pulling off the Greenport Black Duck.
Shout out to Long Beach Brewery.
Oh yeah. We got Garvey's Point, the porter that they have on. I've been drinking a lot of dark beer today.
I haven't made it over
and
to
it's
the tap room. I heard it's.
I know, we got to go over
exquisite.
there. That's one. You want to go somewhere? We'll go there.
That's it.
Not that I don't want to go out east, but like there's some places I haven't been.
We
I
gotta
really
start somewhere,
gotta go.
all right?
Yes, we do have to start somewhere. So cool, man. I mean, what you guys? We'll get more of the story later, but do you have any like bigger ambitions? Anything big going on at the brewery? Doing more collabs? Doing more?
Sure. So I mean, we're gonna start probably next month. It'll start. So this technically is our 10-year anniversary.
Wow! Get the fuck out of here!
Yeah. So the party will probably take place early next year.
Right.
It's like fully 10 years completed, because he started brewing technically I think a year later in 2010, not 2009, but so brewing for 10 years. So yeah, I mean the first of this 4-way collabs will be coming out. We're gonna work with like 30 breweries and put out like 4-way collabs all throughout the.
He didn't even tell you about the underground soccer tournament he's got going on.
Oh, we'll get to that later. Yeah, that's crazy. That's great. So that's what we could.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of big heavy hitters coming out. We'll throw a pretty proper party on Long Island to
Introduce every single one of those. That's awesome. All right, we're gonna pick your brain a little more about that in the upcoming show in a couple weeks. That'll be fucking awesome. Thanks a lot. Man.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah, no. It's
little
perfect.
tease.
Yeah, a little tease. That's what we were hoping for. Little tease.
Don't waste the good surprise on me. You know.
So, what do you see the bigger picture here at RBQ? What's the end of?
What does summer look like here?
Coming into the season right now, 98th Street, Rockaway Beach. It's just be prepared. You know, sun is shining.
Yeah.
It's gonna be one for the books here. We're gonna run with this beer, and just keep it alive. It's we got.
Talk a little bit about what you got going on.
And that's what we got.
So the market and hitting up the beach, like what are your plans for that? What's
Yeah, you know, we want to make it quick and easy for everyone to come through, get some barbecue, go to the beach, grab your crowlers. If you like the beer you have on tap, take it and go. If you want to stay and hang out, you're more
and
than
I like that
welcome.
concept. Like you can come down, you can park, You can come here, get your food to go to the beach.
Get a little beach pack.
Yeah, and then grab you a couple crowlers. hang out.
Why take a 12-pack when you can take 3 or 4 crowlers of
something
really
great.
good beer?
Yeah, exactly.
That was dropped off like days before.
Right.
Right.
Exactly.
Locals as it is.
Are you part of the Locals brand? Have you talked to Andrew?
Yeah, I think we're pretty much. It started with the conversation at Barrier with Andrew and us, and then just
Good.
sprung in that while.
Yeah, he's done some great things to promote the local, branding of all the breweries and the.
Long Island makes a lot of awesome beer.
Absolutely.
Island strong. Island strong.
Pete calls it the embarrassment of riches. That
Absolutely.
everyone we've had on the
There's
show.
like 6, there's 6 good beers for everybody.
Yeah,
No matter
pretty
what
much.
fucking styles you like.
Yep.
There's
Always something from each brewery.
6 things
that's
for everybody.
Been unbelievable for the last few years that we've been doing the show and the people that we've had in and the experiences that we had. And it just keeps getting better every time we do a show and meet new people and have, wonderful
Places
beer.
need to get better. They need to know what they have on their menu. There's
Correct.
nothing worse than going into a bar and not knowing what the fuck you want to drink.
It starts with education.
Well, back to Ryan's dick.
Yeah.
He has been doing this for a long time.
Yes.
So if we're shouting out people for sure.
Yeah.
Just the way.
He's talking about my palate, by the way.
Right.
He's talking about my palate.
By dick, I mean palate, sure.
But he's been holding it down for local forever.
Yeah.
Back in Long Beach, he's been a Barrier guy.
No Cicerone,
No.
No Cicerone.
Who needs a certification
Who
when
watched
you
this
know
class?
what the
Who
fuck
watched
you're
this
talking about?
class?
Well, that's what you need. People giving a shit about support local businesses and making the money in your town.
Right.
That's
awesome. Anything else to add? You want to give the big plug for the restaurant?
Fucking shout out to RBQ and Bobby stopping by.
Yeah,
you know?
man.
Long Beach Brewery, Barrier Brewery. We got Gabby in the building.
He almost said it.
Shout out to you boys for coming through.
No, thanks you for having us, dude. This has been
Fucking blast.
Unbelievable. Good
And
times.
I can't wait to head out east and explore more of the island
Dude,
with you boys.
we'll go on a road trip. And we'll document it. Maybe
Little
we'll get
hang
his
sesh.
film crew.
We'll skip Barrier, right?
No, weul start at Barrier.
That's it.
You'll start there.
Oh, back to the soccer game. Back to the soccer game. All right, stay tuned for Barrier. Coming soon.
All right, Bob. Thanks.
you.
We'll talk to you soon. All right, later. All right, Ryan, again, the big plug, RBQ_Rockaway on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, anything you could look up on social media, anything on Google, just type in RBQ.
RBQ Rockaway Beach.
That's it.
And that's it. You're there.
We want to thank you, and we want to thank Ryan. Is James over there?
James is not here right now.
All right. Well,
he's probably drinking some really good beer.
He's been very flighty
And,
in the last few days. So
He's
He's
gets
busy.
excited.
well, he had
I
to
like
get out
the
of here.
energy.
He
I
told
like
me
the
he was
energy.
leaving at 6 o'clock. So I don't know if he actually did by now, but it's now 6:15. So I don't want to hold him up any longer. So again, you can pass
thank
the
you
message
guys
along.
again.
Thanks for coming
No,
out.
dude,
Thanks
this
to
is-
James. Thanks to Dan from Long Beach Brewing Company for
Yep.
the introduction. And,
Absolutely.
we had a great time, man.
RBQ
Yeah.
Rockaway Beach.
Awesome.
man.
Looking forward to doing this again next year.
Yes. Oh, that'd be.
Oh, we're gonna. It's gonna be bigger next year.
Fuck
Here we
yeah.
go.
We'll
See
get
this?
the 10 out back.
You
We've
got
been
a
talking about
taste
it all
today.
day.
Wait till you get the whole.
All right, thanks a lot for everyone that's joining in on YouTube, everyone listening in on govsradio.com. Go ahead and check us out. We are on iTunes, we're on Spotify, we're on Instagram, we're on Twitter, we're on YouTube, we're on everything. Go ahead and check us out. Type in The Wort, Mike and Pete. govsradio.com will be up on the replays and all that other good stuff in the next few days. So go look for that. And, of course, come down to RBQ here in Far Rockaway and Rockaway Beach area. Go ahead and type in RBQ_Rockaway Beach, and you can find all of the great things that are going on here at the restaurant with craft beer and the locals. And we're going to be back here hopefully very soon. This is the word Mike and Pete, Govs Radio. Anything you want to talk about?
Don't forget to have your pet spayed or neutered.
That's right. We out.
Well, that's 2 hours of your life that you'll never get back.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not a talk.
Please hang up and try again.
This has been The Wort on Govs Radio. I hope you're drunk enough.